Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Batman, the Telltale series. Attention, citizens of Gotham. If you have recently been orphaned, congratulations, you're the new Robin. Please collect your standard issue red and green tights and pixie boots and try to survive longer than the last one. On an unrelated note, Bruce Wayne apparently wants to adopt you. Can't possibly see any kind of connection there. Thanks for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome to another Batman episode. I see that over on the Twitch chat, Extemporaneous was here earlier with a lurk and a random Transformers check. Primon. I actually don't know if it's pronounced Primon or Premon. It's just one of the former lineage of Primes before Optimus. Just some old robot guy, not really exciting. Also, would you rather have to wear every shirt inside out or every pair of pants backwards? Inside out shirts. Like, going to the bathroom would be way too much of a pain if, like, the fly and the fastener and everything is on the back of your pants. So yeah, I would say, because you could turn an inside out shirt into a fashion statement. You could decorate the shirt inside out, but I don't think the pants are too functional. But thank you for lurking, Extemporaneous. Oak says, hey, Longa! And then the whole command. Oak, sometimes I think you show up with that whole command before my screen is even fully shown that I'm live yet. Like, you are a more reliable measure that I am live than my own system here. Said your Tomodachi Life character is coming along. Great friends with Luffy and Young Sheldon. Why Young Sheldon? I actually today tried to stop by 2 different stores, hoping to pick up Tomodachi Life. Both were sold out. I did before stream look up, and apparently there's a GameStop I can drive to, not too terribly far away, but I won't be able to get there tonight before they're closed. So I still don't have Tomodachi Life. Ha-da-ba-ba-ba.
Logan loves puzzles, thrives on clever tricks, and keeps chat guessing with every move. His mind games feel oddly familiar. Wait, that's not LoganRobo, that's the Riddler.
100 bits! Thank you, Rukov, for the 100 bits! That's 10 times more than you need to for a TTS. Thank you very much. Part of me wants to be like, oh, I can't wait to see the Riddler in this, but like, because he's my favorite Batman villain, but he's the one thing that I had spoiled about these Telltale games, is that he's in the other season. It's something I don't like. I'm not happy about it. I'm very unhappy about it. But we'll get to that eventually. But Rukov, thank you for the 100 bits. How are you doing? Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Katrina says, hi, I'm here this time. Not early, but I'm here on time this time. I'm good. Having yummy ice cream. Aw. Whenever you guys are all getting snacks, I always feel like I want some, but you guys can't share them through the internet, sadly. Mainly because it'd be a mess trying to like shove ice cream through your computer, but I hope you're enjoying it. Crystal with a bonkers command. How you doing, Crystal? Magpie says, Magpie flying in to hang out with the bats. How we doing? I'm doing okay. How are you? How is everybody? And Bumbo says, hello, marriage has happened in Tomodachi Life. Okay. And Quickity says, howdy! Lurking while I play Tomodachi Life, aka muted Logan on my phone so I won't hear him. So we can say whatever we want about purple people. But how you doing, Bumbo? And Queen Katie Bumbo, congratulations on the marriage that happened, even if it was only Tomodachi Life. So, let's pick up where we left off last time. We just finished episode 1. Which, the only real villain that we saw in episode 1 was Catwoman. I guess Carmine Falcone was in it. Falcone, however you say it. But yeah, the whole thing is that Harvey Dent is running for mayor.
Stay lonely, my friend.
There's gotta be a less pessimistic way, a farewell salutation than that. But good night, Rukov. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for the 100 bits earlier, and thank you for these 10 bits. Thank you. Sleep well, Rukov. I assume if you're heading to bed, have a good rest of your night. Okay, so we are Batman. We're early on in his career. We thwarted a robbery from Catwoman. She was apparently hired by, it seems, Falcone. but maybe not. And Falcone, we rejected him because he showed up to a fundraiser to get Harvey Dent, who will someday be Two-Face, elected to be mayor. And we're like, no, you suck, you're a criminal. And then suddenly everybody's like, what? The Wayne family love the Falcones. And there's photos of like Thomas and Martha Wayne with Carmen Falcone. And then they're all like bad people now. And also Penguin is in it, but he's not Penguin-like in any way, shape, or form. And that's really it. That's all that's happened. Nothing really happened in the last episode. So, are y'all ready for this? Let's go ahead and dive into episode 2. And then I will read some more in the chat, but hope you all are doing well. I know like most of you are playing Tomodachi Life and just have me in the background, but I appreciate all of you being here. Episode 2. So I've got to be ready for quick time events in case it like dumps us right into being Batman. Previously on Batman the Telltale series. I guess I didn't.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door.
See, that's Penguin somehow.
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
He's more like a pigeon. I don't know.
Thank you for opening your house to us.
Harvey Dent, who still only has one face.
We will change Gotham.
And is huge. That guy's ripped.
Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
That's Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And
Reporter.
reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
I guess I should stop talking. It's explaining.
Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
You see him
Your
gulp.
father knew which hands to shake.
Oh, that's a quick
Don't you know
cut.
not to corner a wild animal?
Cats are domesticated.
Dangerous.
Oh, do you poop in a litter box? That is not what I should have said to a girl I just met. Oh, she didn't kiss me. It was the litter box line, wasn't it?
This is Selina.
Just smelling her hair.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
But apparently he was framed, even though he's a bad guy. So someone else did that.
Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes.
Oh no, we can still say Wayne's in plural. There's one Wayne left. There's
The
one Wayne.
Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Okay, who's that with his back turned to the camera though? That's got to be somebody important. But more of the story, it like never get a photograph taken with gangsters. Why would you ever do that? This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. AJ will become what you make him. All right, we getting right into this. Moon. Full moon. Future episodes better have a waning gibbous to show us no longer a full moon. Wayne Memorial Auditorium. Oh, is it a debate between Harvey Dent and current incumbent Mayor Hill? Crime Alley. My parents were shot here.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
In memory of Thomas and Martha Wayne. Huh? Crime Alley, 5:38 a.m.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us.
But you should see this.
Mob money, something, Wayne.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
This isn't going away.
It's all so public and messy.
This can't be true.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were.
So why didn't you tell me this, bro?
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
So
Forget the
Alfred
papers.
did know about this.
I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
I'm not tainted!
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
Because my name is Bruce. Not Norman.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name.
Okay, so we're establishing, like, right off the bat, this is true. Like, in the Telltale universe, Thomas and Martha Wayne were, to an extent, corrupt. I'm going to read some comments to the chat, though. We've gotten into the game. I've pretended that I actually play games, so I can actually read a little bit of the chat. Let's see. Oak says, if you can get Tomodachi alive, I feel like it'd be a lot of fun for you to do a stream or two designing yourself and a bunch of characters to see if you can get one of them to date you. I've thought about it before. Like, I want to play it. I don't know if that'll be entertaining to watch me just... I'll probably spend like 12 hours just doing character creation, but I don't know if that's going to be entertaining to watch. I still haven't planned out because how many characters do you get? 70? Speaking of Tomodachi Life, for those who have played it, I got to ask you guys, once you've created a character, can you go back and adjust them? Or is like, this character's created, that's it. No changes. Because what if I'm like, I think I messed up on this character's nose. I want to go back and fix it. Are you able to do that? Crystal says, hi, Katie. Bye, Katie. Oak says, I'm also playing Tomodachi Life, but I am still watching. And Magpie says, I'm very excited. I've decided I like this Telltale game so far. Oh, Magpie, I got to ask you, did you see the most recent issue of Absolute Batman? Because they've introduced Absolute Scarecrow. And boy, howdy, he is something. He is something. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Katrina says, here is ice cream. Oh, I get ice cream. Thank you. Katrina says, you were pretending to play. I'm pretending that that's what I spend most of my time doing. I really don't do this for the sake of the games. I do this because I like to hang out with everybody in my chat, including you, Katrina. The game is just like an excuse for that. It's like a vehicle. It tricks you. What the game is it's like one of those little traps where you have like food on a little plate and then a box tilted up with a stick holding it open. The game is a little bit of food that lures all of you guys in, like little birds and kittens and chickens and things like that start eating the little bits of food. And then I pull the stick and like you're here and I get to hang out with adorable little animals. So yeah. Okay, let's get back into the game now.
Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
And I'm the last to find out?
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore.
Wait, so you hated it? So, like, he's a bad guy. Thomas Wayne is a bad... Oh, my gosh. I don't know how to feel about this.
But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
I love you, Alfred. We're still family.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Alfred won't forget that.
I won't let you down.
I can't bear to be mean to Alfred, even though this was kind of bullcrap that he kept this a secret from me.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night.
Really?
When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne.
I mean, okay, in Batman comics, there have been various times where they've, like, teased, were the Waynes corrupt or something like that, but they've never gone full out, like, no, they're awful. Alfred wanted to quit. He thought they were getting arrested. This is nuts.
He was simply too well known. Too big.
He's a big guy for you.
Yet, there it was.
Chill didn't know him.
Didn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
Well, I just learned new information,
I can recall
bro.
every moment of that night in vivid detail.
I'm gonna have a flashback right now, Alfred.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Oh, I'm about to investigate my parents' murder. In my mind palace. In my memory. Search the alley to remember the past. Alfred, I want to remember you. You are the past, Alfred. Talk to Alfred.
Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Can I have your umbrella, or just an umbrella? Could you, like, walk with me? Okay, I'm looking at the theater. So that's Oh, so the Wayne Memorial Auditorium replaced the, why am I spacing on the name of the Monarch Theater? Okay. There it is,
I
the
love
Monarch.
that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce.
One thing I don't really want to know, but I would think it was interesting, like a car crash on the side of the road. How many times have Thomas and Martha been killed on screen? And to be honest, Bruce Wayne canonically has other things that keep him going.
Okay, we won't go through the number of times since you obviously don't really want to know. But my understanding is the first time that they were ever shown killed on screen was in a cartoon show, I want to say in the 1970s. Because like the old 1960s Batman, like they never addressed it. It was too whimsical. In fact, I'm pretty sure Adam West didn't even realize that Bruce Wayne was an orphan. But then they did like a Batman cartoon. And for some reason, they got away with like doing, I think it was because flashback, you don't actually see them dying. It's like you see the mugger and then you like see a flash of light and pearls fall, you know, like that type of thing. But yeah, it is at the point where we don't need to see it anymore. We don't need to see Thomas and Martha Wayne get killed. We don't need to see Uncle Ben get killed. We don't need to see Krypton explode. We just know these things. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukoff. I'm going to read a couple more comments in the chat. Crystal said, Bumbo, who married who? Are we going to dish? Are we going to get all the drama? 3 says, hello, Logan and everyone. How you doing? 3, good to see you. Bubba says to Crystal, my Sona married that Envy who stole love from the lesbians. So much drama. Over on YouTube, Katrina says, lol, I'm going to play a game now. Oh, what game are you going to play, Katrina? I hope you have fun. I don't know if I'm allowed to stay on in the background while you play a game or if that's too distracting, but I hope you're going to have fun playing your game. Okay, let's get back in this flashback. So yeah, Bruce Wayne, he's like, I'm Zorro now and all excited. And there's Thomas and Martha. I do like that they gave Thomas a mustache. It always feels wrong anytime they depict Thomas Wayne without a mustache.
Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that.
But it was a special screening just for them.
She was always so good to me.
I'm Martha. All right, let's look at other things. There's guns. There's graffiti of guns. I don't like guns. Look out. The graffiti is going to... Oh, never mind. They can't hear me.
Just
They're
wanted
ghosts.
to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I wanted to be like him.
I always wanted to be brave. Just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
I do want to say, here's some more Batman trivia for y'all, because I am a Batman nerd. If I am not mistaken, in the original comics, like origin of Batman, like the first time this story was told, Thomas and Martha Wayne getting killed, or at least like, I don't know, it's the very first time, like the early times, it might have been multiple times. Martha Wayne was not shot. Did you guys know that? Only Thomas Wayne was shot and killed by Joe Chill. Martha Wayne, I think, just died of a heart attack because she had such a fright of seeing Thomas getting killed. Then I think later on they're like, that's kind of sexist. It's like the mom is just like, oh, I'm so scared, dead, so she should get shot too. Because remember, shooting ladies is less sexist than scaring ladies. It's a lesson for y'all. All right, let's look at other stuff. Walking toward the screen, looking into the middle distance. All right, how many things do we got to click at? We're gonna look at the side alley. Can we look at that bright pink graffiti over there? Is it just the side alley? Is that all that's left? Let's see if we can walk far away and get a real wide look. Okay, so it looks like it's just the side alley. Let's look at side alley. Joe Chill.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities
Shove
are
him.
frightening.
Send him to jail!
I take him to jail. Just like any other criminal.
But he's
Alfred will
not
remember
just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Wasn't there also... Okay, sorry that I'm keep pausing for Batman trivia. I think in the comics, originally there was like some storyline where Batman basically drove Joe Chill to suicide. That like he found out where he was, that he'd been caught and he was in prison, or maybe he wasn't even in prison, he was just somewhere, and he kept like showing up and just like scaring the crap out of him, then finally showed up, like took off his mask. He's like, you created me. And then like, I think he handed him a gun and then just left, and then Joe Chill shot himself, which I don't think that counts as a good loophole against your no killing rule. Like if you're like, ooh, I'm scaring you, oh, there's a gun, you gotta kill yourself. Well, it wasn't me. I think they probably retconned that. So hopefully that's no longer official continuity or official canon anymore.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, you don't have to do this. And the gunfires.
And after that?
And then the next day I had scrambled eggs that you made.
Considerable gaps in that recollection.
It was like 20 years ago, bro.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Oh, we're looking at more stuff. Do I need to look at the plaque on the ground? To move, use WASD. Oh, I can hear it. Okay, I can only W. I can only move forward. Okay, but I can look around. It's a lot of gunshots, bro. And then...
Stay back!
Take whatever you want!
Including my son! Take my son if you want!
Just business. They told me you had it coming.
They told me.
You don't have to do this.
Pachow! Oh. Oh. No, one more would kill me. Please stop right now.
He's making a mistake.
Are we really to believe that Bruce Wayne forgot that he said tell Falcone that he's making a mistake and is now just remembering that? That's not how memory works. Oh, in the head! Oh my gosh, in the eyeball? Oh, and then her. And then, okay. You got a revolver. You got one more bullet, bro. What are you going to do with it?
Bruce.
And your wallet. Oh, take that. And your pearls. I want those pearls. There we go. Oh, they broke. I'm bad at that. Well, I'm not cleaning up that mess. I got one more bullet. Tell you what, kid. Become Batman someday.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
I honestly don't know why that, like, when people... Oh, achievement unlocked. Broken Memories completed chapter 1. Oh, that was the entire chapter 1 right there. I honestly don't know why, like, people, when they make stories like this, they always feel the need to change the origin. It's like, just tell a story about the characters you got, bro. GCPD, 8:56 a.m. Morning. Morning. Hope these doors are automatic. Oh, there we go.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this?
You're under surveillance.
I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Oh, it's the guy from the park.
Don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water.
Characters, David Kaplan.
I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
Harvey will remember that.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
His parents?
Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself
Falcone
into.
had my parents killed.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there.
I'm gonna beat him up.
I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
I wanna beat him up. Hi, Jim.
We finally put Falcone in his cage. Thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce. He won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, does Harvey Dent not like that because he wants Falcone's support? He's going to be upset that I put him away. I'm going to read some more in the chat. Let's see. Queen said, by the way, Vero and their favorite character are the first married couple on my island. Who's Vero's favorite character? Is it Orion Pax? On the same day, they got together as a couple. Oh, wow. The two of them move fast. Well, congratulations to Vero and the character. Magpie says, if I got Tomodachi Live, I'd just be making Gotham City again. We'd say again, like, did you previously make it in Tomodachi Live? Who would be the main character in your version of Gotham City? Would it be Batman or would it be somebody else? I have no idea how that game works, and at this point, I'm not convinced it isn't just an excuse to make a bunch of characters like it's The Sims. I think it is. It's just, correct me if I'm wrong, you do that. You just make weird characters, and then they have bizarre and goofy and silly interactions, yeah? Eglin said, so far, Logan has moved in with his crush, still not together. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible situation to be in. I started dating my best friend, waiting for them to get married, and a lesbian couple has formed. Well, apparently the me in, the me over in Eglin's Island has a lot more game and riz than the real me. Bubba said, yes, to Magpie, but also no, think of it like Animal Crossing, except they can make friends with each other. And you are good. And Queen Katie says, 85 stream streak! Congratulations, Queen Katie. And over on YouTube, Katrina is saying, prob Roblox. I've still never played Roblox. But because I've never played it, I don't know what I'm missing out on. So I think that's probably fine. All right, let's keep going here.
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
It's
But
dirt on
everything's been a
Falcone.
little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Harvey will
Not a
remember
fact.
that. Oh,
That's
Harvey's
the
upset.
reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Although I thought I told Gordon last time like it was no strings
Nice
attached.
job bringing in Falcone.
Shut up,
That son of a
Montoya. You
bitch
tried to
better
shoot
not get off
Batman.
again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya.
I know, you
I
tried to
just
shoot
wanted
me.
say,
I mean, Batman.
Some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
She has a very long chin.
Keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back.
Was that girl
And
checking
he
us out?
cares about doing the right thing.
We're lucky to have him.
Well, whoever he is behind that
Yeah,
mask,
he's probably
I see
handsome.
Gotham's lucky to have him.
And awesome. And you guys want to be like
Great
friends
to
with
know
him.
He's out there watching over the
And go
city.
bowling and mini golf with him. You know,
All
under
right,
the-
Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Okay. Music by Jared Emerson Johnson. Episode 2! Click. I'm not gonna turn on the lights in here. Oh, is he on a... Is he in a hospital bed? Oh, wow. Oh, he is beaten up. Children of Arkham!
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, it's me. I'm Bruce Wayne.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you.
Did you punch him?
You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close.
You went by Tommy?
More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you hired Chill.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Falcone noticed that. Yeah, because I was so subtle. He noticed the accusation. I'm going to read a couple more comments in the chat. Let's see. Magpie says to Bumbo, so exactly like Animal Crossing, lol. There was the TTS message from Rukov. NC Bumbo says, doing this before 3 becomes 4. Oh, the stream streak. And Oak says, yeah, I'm the whole. I'm the whole is the best. I'm the whole? Huh? I'm the whole. Huh? Magpie says, I do sincerely believe Logan would be a good Riddler. Okay, you mean when you say good Riddler, do you mean accurate to being Riddler or Riddler if he was a good guy? Because I actually really like it whenever Riddler goes straight. There have been like a couple of storylines where he like briefly reforms, and I think it's delightful. I have cosplayed as Riddler before, and I enjoy it. But anyway, I should get back in the game. But I keep missing you, Chad. I keep missing you. I appreciate everyone on Twitch and everyone who's over lurking on YouTube right now.
That's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Right.
I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
I'm nothing like you.
I was never able to give you.
Oh crap, birthday presents would have been nice.
Family.
Birthday presents would have been really nice.
I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side.
No, not giving it to you.
Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
No, it's gonna like overdose you or something. No, don't do it, Bruce. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have a medical license. I don't want to. Isn't there just a leave him as he currently is? And I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna be a bad man. I'm gonna be a Batman. I'm not gonna ease his pain. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. Hurt him. Not like that. Not that hard.
I'm not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you've done.
Of course. You'd never know the truth.
I was about to have a heart attack.
How much of your old man is in you?
I'm no murderer.
I'm no murderer, Falcone. Unlike you.
I say as I'm choking him.
Yeah. That's why you were kept in the dark. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. But if you got on his bad side, your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you.
Again, I don't mean to keep harping on the same thing or sound like a broken record. I don't like this idea that he was evil, he was more ruthless than any of us. But they've done it so much and have it corroborated by so many different people. I don't think by the end of the season they can go, nope, he was just making it up. He was messing with you.
Some people just have the mind for it. He was one of the
So
most
you took him out?
men I ever knew.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
What, you really think I ordered the hit?
Yeah.
Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
He had better not suggest that Alfred did it.
Your parents learned that.
Oh, what?
They're waiting for you in hell!
Montoya, what did you do? Shift E. Oh crap, she was about to shoot Gordon?
The bastard had to die.
Oh, she's infected with venom.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Wow, Renee Montoya and her pointy chin really screwed things up. GCPD 10:22 a.m. Don't smoke, you're gonna get someone else killed. Smoking killing all of us. Yeah, but she had like blue veins on the side of her face. She was totally infected by venom. It's gonna be a Bane thing.
We are in deep shit.
No, Montoya is.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Something was wrong with her.
We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
She hurt a guy. She hurt a criminal. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Let's see. Oak says, Logan, you can buy it on the eShop. I know, for console games, I usually prefer to have the physical copy. A, takes up less hard drive space, which is very limited on consoles. And like on my computer, I'll buy the digital version. I think the only game I've really bought digitally on my Nintendo Switch was Animal Crossing, because that was like during the pandemic lockdowns, and so that was the best way to get it. But I appreciate the thought. Oak and Oak says, young Sheldon is the GOAT, and every time I see him on my island, I am delighted. But what was it that led you to decide, you know what this island needs? Some young Sheldon. And 3 with a 20 stream streak? Has it really been that long already, 3? Saying hello, Logan and everyone. How you doing? Thank you for this streak, 3. Magpie says, I was playing episode 3 before the game because I genuinely am enjoying it. Okay, so like Magpie, what do you think about this whole thing with Thomas and, well, I guess Thomas and Martha, but mainly Thomas Wayne being not such a great guy? Oak says, you can adjust them. Okay, that's a relief, because I would feel very nervous about like saving and starting the actual game. Because you have 70-something slots, 70, 71, 72, something like that, slots for characters. I would need to start figuring out who I should put on my island. And Eglin said, you can adjust characters as much as you want. Awesome! And Magpie says, not the most recent, but I do want to read it. Oh, talking about Absolute Batman. Yeah, because like he's there. He's a something. He is something. He made a real big impression from that issue. Holy crap. And Magpie says, I've read volumes 1 and 2. I do have mixed feelings about Absolute Batman. I am not a Scott Snyder fan. I check out the issues when they come out. Mainly, this is going to sound awful. It's kind of hypocritical, but almost like watching like a train wreck. It's out of morbid curiosity. I don't really enjoy Scott Snyder's work. I could go into a whole reason for that, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. So let's get back into the game. And I know it's probably a hot take. He's got his fans. I'm not a fan of either Snyder, Scott Snyder or Zack Snyder. Any Snyders who do Batmans, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be on your side.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating.
You're being played. You're being played.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in
Harvey
his
will remember that.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Lawyers.
I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
One of them's like Saul Goodman. Montoya!
Tell me if she says anything.
Oh, I'm staying in here?
Know why she did this.
Oh yeah, I guess it's my job to deal with Montoya. Montoya, you did a whoopsie-daisy-do murder.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the Bat computer for anything I find.
Don't call the Bat computer while she's like stirring to consciousness.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Plus, like, this is a police station. They probably have the whole thing in all these interrogation rooms being recorded. Everybody in the police precinct now knows he's Batman. That's my flashlight. Oh, I can look at the neck. There's a scan. The skin. There's neck and skin. Neck and skin. Okay, so it looks like that's where something was injected. That's probably the injection site of the venom. I'm running with the theory this is Venom. This is Bane who's totally doing this. Let's scan the skin first. Scan skin. Skin scan.
Veins.
Veins.
Still visible beneath her skin.
People have veins? I didn't know she was so full of herself. She's so vain-y. She probably thinks this investigation is about her.
Fresh injection site.
I can move it.
Doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Because my phone app can totally analyze or scan substances.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
You didn't hear me talking about a Bat computer, did you?
What's going on?
Killed a man.
Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
You shot someone!
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
See? Yeah.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot.
I do a lot of drugs. A lot.
You have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone.
But I would never, never betray the lieutenant.
Please don't notice that I used never twice. It was a double negative. I meant to trick you, but I feel bad about it. I would totally do this.
Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence.
Side note, is there any downside to not would there be I should correct how I said it. Is there any downside to sharing this information with Gordon? I mean, we're telling her, so I guess she's going to mention it to him, but still, hang on, we have a poll has appeared on the Twitch side of the chat. Which is the best Robin? The options are Dick Grayson, Jason Todd with a large arrow pointing toward it, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, or Damian Wayne. I'm voting Tim Drake because he's my favorite. I would actively take votes away from Damian Wayne if I could. I'm curious who could have possibly voted. I'm guessing it was Magpie who recommended that. I'm surprised we haven't seen Baku for any of these Batman streams since it's very Batman themed. All right, let's keep going here.
There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
Did you see anyone, any person?
They were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
Yeah, just try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child.
Okay, so the culprit is someone with at least one hand. We're starting to get somewhere now.
The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
And he had a voice, most likely a neck and a mouth. And his vocabulary includes the word revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
It was the Penguin!
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant.
That's
I'm
okay,
letting you
you're
down.
forgiven. Yeah.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Injection wound on her neck.
Hey, don't worry about that now.
I found needle marks!
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Okay.
Alfred, I gotta get back to them.
Firo!
I thought the lead you were saying out loud were you making a joke about the song heads, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Well, that's true. The culprit does have a head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Vera, how are you? Thank you for your 10 bits. How are you enjoying Tomodachi Live? As I said earlier, I'm bummed. I want to get a physical copy of it. I stopped by 2 stores today and both of them were sold out. So I still don't have it. Not that I would have had any free time today to actually play the game, but, at some point soon, I would like to. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vero! All right, let's play a bit more of the game. I'll read some more in the chat soon. I promise, because I miss you guys already.
Banner, I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Huh? Hi, Vicky Vale!
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm in a rush.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
I mean, that was all my options. We're just brushing you off.
Shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
Oh, he dead. He's so dead.
About that?
He's so
He
dead.
must have been back there when it
Oh,
happened.
yeah, where did you hear that?
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
Oh.
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life.
Well, he didn't get life.
A day after he showed up at your house.
Boop.
And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use.
She is such a corrupt reporter.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by
Achievement
the way
unlocked.
you're brushing
Oh, wait.
off that something happened. Just Give me something to run.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna stay silent. I can't tell her.
Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Maybe the cop was drugged and I'm being a nice guy. Oh, and the poll is done, and Jason Todd won with 52% of the vote, 72 votes. Dick Grayson had 65 votes. Oh, it's so close to being bad. And I was the only vote for Tim Drake. Magpie contributing 31,500 channel points. So thank you very much for the poll. Oh. Okay, so that's 2 chapters done. We're not even an hour into this, and we're already like 2 out of the 6 chapters. We might take it done early tonight. Oh, I forgot that our Batmobile turns red somehow. Science. Shush, that's how it works.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric.
Because only one person at a time can actually want a revolution. That's how it works.
Wait, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
Except one's blue and one's yellow.
What we got.
Put them together, we get green.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker?
Oh, he's not meeting his maker.
Surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
He got off easy.
Falcone got off easy by getting killed. He deserved much worse.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all 3.
I mean, you could be 2 at most. Preferably not judge and jury or judge and execution. But yeah, all 3. No, I'm going to read some more in the chat. Yeah, that's sorry. I tried to do a joke there. That didn't make any sense. I'm going to read some chat. Let's see. Crystal says to Bumbo, ooh, nice. Then laughing said, not going to lie. I like the pauses to learn more about Batman. You do? Like all the little bits and bobbles of trivia? Maybe I'll do some more. Crystal says he drove Chill to suicide? It depends on the continuity, I guess. Oddly enough, if you guys ever go back and watch the old cartoon show Batman Brave and the Bold, which is a really fun cartoon, it's like a love letter to old Silver Age comics, so it's very like goofy and silly, but they do have one episode called, I think it's called Chill in the Night, where it does the Joe Chill story, and it like treats it surprisingly seriously. I think Batman the Animated Series never tackled Joe Chill, mainly because that it was trying to run off of synergy with the old Tim Burton movies. And of course, the 1989 Batman movie, in their movie, they decided that Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents. And so they never overtly stated that in the animated series, but they probably didn't want to like deal with Joe Chill and like contradict that. And so that was never really a thing in the animated series. But still, Magpie said, Bruce had a lot of trauma. I think it's reasonable that he would have blocked out a lot of things. Probably goes nicely with the plurality he definitely developed to make Batman. Maybe, but the whole idea of it just suddenly coming back right there. But then again, I'm not a memory doctor, so I could be very, very wrong. Chris said, Riddler, if he was whimsy. Oh, Riddler, the best Riddler is whimsy, though. I hate it whenever they try to make Riddler like serious and dark and edgy, and every now and then they try and do that. One of my favorite stories, seriously, was one time the Riddler went straight and he opened up a private investigator office, and there was a great bit where that he actually had a little team up with Batman. And they went to go try and track down some criminal. And they were trying to solve the case together. And so Batman gives Riddler a ride in the Batmobile. And there's just this really awkward silence. They're sitting next to each other. And Riddler just kind of goes, so, nice car. First time I've been in it conscious. And it's just like, I love this. I love it so much. It's so good. Magpie says, I think you could be either form of Riddler. I do really like the Riddler as a detective. I also really like Riddler as a largely harmless, technically a rogue who wants to cause problems, but not be a jerk about it. Yeah, my favorite version of the Riddler is also one who doesn't really kill and do all that evil stuff, that his main thing is he wants to outsmart Batman. Like, he's doing crimes, but the crimes themselves are not really what he's that concerned about. In fact, there was one, I remember one Riddler comic I read ages ago where it established that he secretly does like a lot of crime, like not as the Riddler to fund, like to get the money that he needs is like, okay, he's got to do it. He needs money. But like when he does Riddler crimes, it's because it's the game with him and Batman, you know? And the Crystal said, Logan, no, what did I do? Oh, it's got to be when I was choking Falcone. But I didn't kill him. I did not kill him. So, yeah.
I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you learn from him?
He said my parents were corrupt.
He backed up what you told me. My father ran the city, with 2 of the worst men in it.
If they were working together, it's strange Falcone had him killed.
Claims he didn't.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
I gotta say, if this game does have, because it felt like Falcone was going to try and insinuate that he suspected Alfred, okay? And maybe that's the direction they're gonna go. They're gonna try and like make you think like, oh, Alfred did it, and then we'll find the real killer. If this game has Alfred be the actual bad guy, I'm sorry, I will not forgive this game. 0 out of 10. I'd like forever hate this game forever. That would be the worst twist ever if it's like Alfred had Thomas and Martha Wayne killed. It had better not do that.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the 2 compounds.
We're gonna have to find like the rest of it, like down here. Dock sample. Montoya sample. Oh, look at the dock sample.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Do I have to click all 4 of those things? I don't want to learn science. Okay, and then here, Montoya sample. So I guess that's the base, and then this was like a specific catalyst agent or something?
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
And I guess maybe it isn't Bane because like Venom also roids you out, right? Super strength and not just aggression. I know Magpie had suggested it might be Scarecrow, and I guess that's possible, but I do feel like this is making... I mean, I guess Scarecrow has in the past done a thing where it takes away your fear, but it is counterintuitive to his usual shtick, which is generally instilling fear, right?
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging
it
others
could
to
create
fight them for
chaos.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Am I gonna get a fly drone again? Thank goodness my drone is bat-shaped, otherwise I wouldn't know it's mine. Oh, there's 3 of them! Select a drone to search for Oswald's cell phone signal. So we have the one drone here, we got 1 drone here, and 1 drone over here. I'm gonna pick the one out here by the shore, because I honestly have no idea where the Iceberg Lounge would be in this version of Gotham, but I want to say it's gotta be nearby there. Use the drone. Use the drone. I assume it's just kind of random. Press left mouse key when you find a portion of the signal. Also, everything. Oh, there's one. Boop.
Find her! Find her now!
Oh, he's looking for Catwoman. Okay, so now we got to do another. So he apparently made 3 phone calls all across the city. So convenient for our 3 drones. Oh, can't fly over the water. I think it was over here, but I still want to. No, I want to look down over here. I mean, this is a big city. Do you have any idea how fast this drone would have to be flying to accomplish it like this? To accomplish it like this would be like... It's got to be 100 miles. No, probably more than that. Okay, where is it? It was over here, yeah. There we are. Oh, wrong button.
Bring me her head.
So he's continuing the same conversation over there. All right, and final drone over here. This is one of those things where, like, crap, we gotta have actual video game mechanics in this video game at some point. Alright, it's back here. Here somewhere? There, oh, I passed it. There we are.
There you go. You'll be all right. All right.
Are we triangulating? How does that mean that? How do these 3 locations mean that thing? The Skyline Club. Okay, confirmed. Wasn't that where we were before? That's where we caught Falcone.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
I just hope we meet the Penguin. Skyline Club, 4:57 p.m., the golden hour. Ha! And Batman. Oh, is that Mr. Freeze? Oh, I didn't pause in time. There was a big blue man. It looked like Mr. Freeze, but he doesn't have his freeze suit on. E. Like, Mr. Freeze needs...
Come on, I know there's got to be more around here.
Look at that guy.
Probably had millions in his sock drawer alone.
Oh, that's not Mr. Freeze. That's Killer Croc, I think. Maybe. I mean, Killer Croc can be blue.
If Falcone finds out I helped you,
Yes, Killer Croc.
your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
He dead. Heh. Yeah, that's totally got to be Croc. He's not very scaly, but he's large. I am going to click my button at you. Click my button at you. Button click. Button click. Button click. I'm gonna go click some more buttons. Button click. Button click. Button click in time.
Let him go.
Batman!
Hi.
It's about time.
Hi, Penguin.
You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1
Oh, crap.
vigilante.
Don't shoot that guy.
Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him
They'll
go.
be pleased to know you think so hard.
Huh?
Solomon Grundy.
Oh, okay, it could be Solomon Grundy. Because I guess maybe he's a bit more zombie than reptilian. We'll just have to ask him if he was born on a Monday. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. I'm going to read a couple more comments in the chat. Thank you, Rukov. I think you might be right. It would be, he's much smaller than I usually think of Solomon Grundy. But then again, Penguin is much taller and skinnier than I usually think of Penguin. So they might be playing around with body types. Maybe they only have so many, like, human body types in this, like for their character models. But thank you, Rukov, for the 10 bits. I think you might be onto something. I'm going to read a couple more comments in the chat. Magpie says, you can always back out to the main menu and retry the scene if you want to retry a choice. In this game, I can, but I feel like there were 2 times that we kind of messed up in Walking Dead, but it was just when I like didn't click it in time, or I thought I clicked one thing and I accidentally clicked something else instead. That happened twice. I feel like I want to try and stick to whatever decision I made as much as possible, even if it has bad consequences. But thank you, Magpie. Crystal says, Renee, what? Oak says, I planned my island before making it. I knew I needed a tiny effer in there. Nothing tinier than young Sheldon. I just added, Guga foods? What are Guga foods? And Vero said, good morning, my friends. Hi, Maybe.
Blockbuster?
And that's possible. I always think of Blockbuster as more of a Nightwing villain. I don't know if maybe he fought Batman beforehand, but I always think of him as like a Nightwing villain. But then again, they sometimes will mess things up in terms of order of things. Like with this, like having Carmine Falcone die before like half of these villains even exist. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Again, I appreciate it. I said let him go.
Only of their work.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland?
Roland?
That sounded like an order.
Roland?
I'll crush him.
Now,
Roland?
Have a little respect for the bat.
Who's Roland? Okay, it's definitely not Killer Croc, because Killer Croc's name is Waylon. Solomon Grundy's name is, funny that, Solomon Roland. Hang on, I'm gonna Google this. I need to find out who this guy could be. Batman. Well, there's Roland Daggett. That's showing up. It's obviously not Roland Daggett. Roland. I don't know. Maybe this is just a new character. Just Roland, the new breakout character of DC Comics. Roland. Oh, man. Every kid wants a Roland action figure.
Think he underestimates you.
Who's Roland?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone.
I don't kill.
Stomped out.
I don't kill.
I know.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many.
It's probably.
To reconsider.
I like having
As a
enemies.
show of good
Makes life
faith,
fun.
I'm gonna let this one go.
Oh, thank you. That's actually nice.
How's about we talk this through?
Okay. All
We
right.
helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
I'll deal with Hill.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided.
By whom?
Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman.
Oh, thank you.
We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
Gonna open a lounge with an ice theme. Get off your phone, it's rude!
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay
Hey,
watch. I would,
Roland.
but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Ciao. A guy with a gun. E! Hangaba! Roland! E! Q! Ow! Roland! I'm doing my quick times! Quick time! Quick time! Shifty! Stool! How about a stool sample? Oh crap, he likes stool samples.
Try harder than this.
Ow! I'm falling. E. Oh, good guy. Yeah, Roland. Gonna send you down the river, then you'll be Roland down the river. Roland down the river. Oh crap, he didn't even hear that.
Alfred, track down Selena Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Achievement unlocked, a big fan. Complete chapter 3 of episode 2. Yeah, this is going to be a much shorter episode than the previous one. So that's a good opportunity to read some chat, I think. Let's see, Oak says, I'm going to make him friends with Sanji. Wait, Guga Foods is a person? And you're going to make him friends with Sanji? Crystal says, Vero! Oak says, Vero. Crystal with some hearts. Vero says, hi. Literally just woke up. Vero, I saw but some stuff that you post over the Transformers channel over on Discord. I was gonna respond to it before the stream, but I had to track down some pictures to refer to what I was talking about. And I found all the pictures, but I didn't have time to actually write up the stuff. But I want to say things. Oak says, "Oh, you want to send me a picture of you to use as a reference for Tomodachi Life so bad." The Crystal says, "What a happy Bat Day episode." Vera said, "Wait, me?" Oak says, "Yes." Crystal says, "You didn't miss much. Falcone is dead." Yeah, Renee Montoya burst in and murdered him.
Batman Doesn't Kill was a practical decision. It is a lot harder to come up with new character models than to just cycle through a rogues gallery.
Well, the Batman Doesn't Kill thing is so interesting, and thank you, Ruka, for the 10 bits. Of course, you guys do know that in the early days, Batman had no such rule. He didn't kill people a lot, but he totally did kill some people. That was eventually retconned into saying that the Golden Age Batman stories were
I mean, you could come by after stream or any day, really. I'm always around for Transformers talk.
I need to do more of that. I do know that tonight after the stream, I might pop in and at least write up and post some stuff. I do need to still finish posting or editing tomorrow's TikTok video. I've been doing the day before these videos on a lot of them, mainly because I'm starting the 100-line ones and I'm trying to feel the water of how they're going. So tomorrow I think I might do the one about Tsubasa throwing up. And I'm I don't know if that's going to do very well, but I'm still editing it together. But I might take you up on that. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. But yeah, as I was saying, and sorry, because Crystal said that she likes the Batman trivia. So in the very early Batman comics, Batman would sometimes kill people. Not mercilessly murder, but he'd punch somebody into a vat of acid and the guy would die. And Batman's a fitting end for such a horrible person, or something like that. Or there's one time where this big hulking guy was attacking Batman, and Batman got in the bat plane and hooked a thing around his neck and strangled him as he flew away, and so he would kill people. Okay, that's what a Golden Age hero was. Eventually, they established the multiverse, and all those old stories were retconned into the Golden Age stories were retconned into Earth 2 Batman. So he was the killer, whereas the Earth 1 Batman wasn't a killer. However, there was a really weird scene that I'm pretty sure was pre-Crisis, so it would have been Silver Age Batman technically. It was after Jason Todd became the new Robin, and Batman was trying to teach Jason Todd, don't kill people, and he's like, but you've killed some people. He's like, well, I mean, occasionally, but just in like self-defense and when there's no other choice. So like even Silver Age was kind of killing people. Then post-Crisis, they retconned, it's like, no, he's never killed anybody. He has a no-killing rule. He does not kill. But there is like some practical benefits to that, especially with serialized fiction that goes on forever, because it's a lot harder to keep a rogues gallery when you kill people. Look at the Punisher over in Marvel Comics. He has like one major rogue, Jigsaw, because every time you get somebody else, it's like, somebody creates a new rogue. I think was Garth Ennis created, it was either Garth Ennis or Warren Ellis created Barracuda. And it's like, here's a really interesting rogue, but it's Punisher, and his thing is killing the bad guy, so he kills him. And then he's gone. And so either you need to keep bringing people back to life over and over again, which is kind of what they do with Jigsaw, or you just never have a really big rogues gallery, you know? But anyway, so that's a little bit of a nerd rant. I will read one or two more quick comments before we get back into this. Let's see. And Vera says, you already have a pick of me that you can use. And Oak says, dang. And Magpie says, what is it with the Snyders and being edgy? Well, oh my gosh. Here's the thing. I think, well, I don't want to get too into the weeds on this for my complaints with Scott Snyder, but a lot of it is I think that there are different motivations that some comic book writers have. Some comic book writers write a story for the sake of having a good story. Some of them write a story for the sake of padding it out for a trade paperback sales. Some write stories to have something really crazy happen that'll get you notice in a press release and get lots of buzz because your story isn't that great, but maybe people will check it out because something shocking happened. And then some people write stories to basically brainstorm stuff that can be used in a movie, so that if they do use it in a movie, they'll get that sweet credit in the movie credits and get some maybe royalties or something like that way. I don't know. I can't remember if it was Marvel or DC, but one of them does actually have some type of royalties for like adapted stories and characters. Scott Snyder, I feel like, falls into the third category. The whole thing with like the Joker ripping off his own face and wearing it as a mask, which is literally something Scott Snyder did. Like, it was so pointless and so stupid and made no sense and was so hard to undo in retcon, even though you knew they were going to eventually. But it was just because like, that'll get a press release. People will be like, Joker did what? He ripped off his own face and wore it as a mask? The story itself kind of sucked. But it's because the story itself would never be good enough to carry its own. And so you need something shocking to get attention. So people buy the comic just to see, holy crap, I need to find out, did this actually happen? What's going on? And they read it not because the story is just so great that you need to read it. It's because like it's so shocking, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's me nerding out a little bit. We'll get back into the game now and unpause. Telephone pole. Bruce, I need to talk to you urgently. Stack deck, 6 p.m., no capes. That's stacked. Oh, I hope we run to the Joker here because of the cards themed. Okay, we got a plan. We got a plan here. If we run into the Joker, because it seems like they're doing a lot of origins. Like Harvey Dent isn't Two-Face yet. Oswald Cobblepot isn't like fully penguinified yet. Not that he like becomes penguin, but he's not like wearing the outfit, you know? He doesn't have the umbrellas yet. If we encounter like a thug in the Red Hood gang that is obviously gonna be the Joker someday, because that's what the Joker was before he became the Joker. He was in the Red Hood gang. We need to encourage him. It's like, you know what you should do, buddy? You should go to that Ace Chemicals place. Oh man, some of those chemicals, they're like essential oils. Just like take a bath in one of those. It'd be so good for you. I want to accidentally create the Joker. Oh, I'm not even wearing my suit anymore. I'm in just a hoodie and an undershirt. Amber, Cruise Lime. No stack deck, 6:26 p.m. Wait, was that her behind the counter? Does she work here? Oh, I like the neon sign. Beer drink. I will have one beer drink, sir. It's a bar. Oh yeah. What is this over here? Oh, that's my cursor. I don't like cursors. Cursing is bad. There's a bartender. I don't want to talk to. Oh, what?
You really think he'd show up?
Could someone recognize me as Bruce Wayne? Here's the bartender. Jukebox. I want to look at the jukebox.
Tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
Please give me some DMCA safe choices. Oh, there's the neon sign. Look at that.
Cops raided his house.
Beer drink.
His manor.
It is a manner. Have some good manners when talking about my manner. Oh, I touched your butt.
Didn't you see the game here, asshole?
I touched your butt.
Are you blind or something?
I am sorry.
My bad. I'm Not looking for trouble.
It looks like it found you.
Crap, that's me.
Wait a minute, I know you.
Yeah.
You're that rich dude. You're
You
that
want-
guy on the news.
You want an autograph?
You want an autograph? I'll sign whatever you want.
What the hell did you say?
I'm trying to be nice!
Bruce, stop stirring up the natives and buy me a drink.
Wait, whoa. This guy's with you?
Face it, Frank, you suck at pool. Why are you starting trouble over it? Nice one, Bruce. Way to keep a low profile.
I touched his butt.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem.
I like that her
Instead, you
eye is
just
healing,
pissed him
kind
off.
of. You're in serious danger.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding
It's a
me.
flightless bird.
You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them.
Are we flirting? We'll fight this together.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere.
Selina,
Clearly
we'll
you know
remember that.
something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him.
She has very squeaky pants. Like every time she's moving, there's that like leather kind of tight leather creaking noise.
He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
We grew up together.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, not Tommy Oliver. Not that guy. Not Hush. Not a guy that I was actually childhood friends with in canon. Friends with Penkers.
Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad.
Some
Why
sort
me?
of revolution?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure.
No, he's not a
Well, I'm not
12-year-old French
sticking
girl
around here to find out.
that I know of.
Oswald,
Your pants are creaky.
Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay?
I
That's
need your help.
I need you, Selina.
Huh?
You don't know maybe Telltale is also after that sweet, sweet royalties money.
That is true as well. I mean, like I said, I don't like it. I just want people who write stories because they're dang good stories. So much of it is just like trying to trick people into reading stuff where it's like, okay, you'll read this because, like I said, you know, it's shocking, or you'll read it because this character might appear in the movie. I can't talk right now. Was it? The guy's name Tyrion. Not Tyrion from Game of Thrones. Something Tyrion. There's a writer who was after Scott Snyder. Like, he was doing that all the time. He was constantly just trying to come up with characters to be the next big thing. And it just felt so transparent, like trying to get that to be a character that'll show up in a movie that maybe James Gunn will like the character and put in Punchline. Or what was the other one? It's like the Clown Hunter or something like that. And it's like, no, just write a story that's good. Encourage people to read your comics because they're just that darn good of stories. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I'm sorry that I'm a nerd about this type of thing, but I am a nerd about that type of thing. I'm a nerd. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to read some more comments in the chat here. Veer says, or you can make me a puzzle piece like Katie does. Although, I can send you a pic of the me I made of myself if you wanna. Oak says, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And Veer said to Crystal, welp, he was gonna die anyway. Veer said, alrighty, I can see that. One sec. Crystal laughing. Crystal says, sorry, but I really like Dick Grayson as Robin. Laughing. I just prefer him as Nightwing. But I also prefer him as like right before he went to the black and blue, like when he had a little bit of yellow still in there and kind of a ponytail. That's like my favorite Nightwing. Quiggita says, okay, I'm on PC now. I'm all done. Checking up on my E's and my me's. How's Logan? I'm doing good. Carmine Falcone died, though, but we're whizzing through this chapter. But how are your me's doing, Queen Katie? Crystal says, Kay, need to stop because you want to save points. Laughing.
Stop saying you are a nerd and apologizing. You are being passionate about a shared interest. You are no imposter.
Can I apologize for apologizing, or does that just compound things even worse? But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. I just know that, like, people probably don't tune in to hear me rant about comics, but yeah.
Sure.
Okay, well, I apologize for apologizing then, and thank you for the 2 sets of 10 bits each. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay, I'll be back to the chat again soon, in just a little bit. That is something that I have tried to do. I fall back into that habit. I'm the type of person who used to, like, always apologize for stuff just willy-nilly. I need to be more confident. I need to own it. It's like, I like Transformers, I like Batman, I like X-Men, I like Ninja Turtles, so what? Yeah.
That right.
If
Selena will
anyone is
remember
as
that.
deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
And I haven't adopted
Bruce,
any orphans yet.
Sweetie.
Oh, she
the
comes,
gallant
sweetie.
night thing. It really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl.
Well, I mean, as long as he still has
Harvey
one face,
knows
it'll be fine. I thought you were dating.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
He smelled your hair.
Please. I'm just toying with him.
Boo!
I only take my claws out for someone special.
He's my bro!
You and I...
Agabo! Oh, a crowbar! Somebody's gonna kill Jason Todd!
Don't wreck my bar.
I'm disappointed. The stack deck and we have not seen the Joker, huh?
The stream is about Batman. The asides are relevant to the source material.
Okay, that's fair. So tell you what, I'll try to make sure I don't go deep into like Batman stuff on Ace Attorney streams. We'll talk about Batman stuff in here. Because like I said, I grew up on Batman and X-Men comic books. It's some of my favorite... it's okay, like stupid little memories. When I was a kid, when my family would go on road trips and things, and like one of them in particular, I remember like packing a bunch of Batman comic books with me, and we're just driving. Thankfully, I could read stuff in the car without getting car sick. My older brother would always get car sick reading things, like reading Batman comics in the car on the way to. I don't even know where we were going, but it was fun stuff. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oh, goons are here.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Did they have matching haircuts?
Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Hello. Tuesday, isn't it? You got a license for that jukebox?
Beat it. We're here for her.
I say I'm fighting you. Actually, that was more Australian sounding.
You care about your own skin?
Punch him! Punch him! I said just once. That was 3 punches. All right, quick time event time. Q. But we're dancing because it's set to music. I'm smiling. This is how I flirt. Pow! But I'm not flirting with you. I'm flirting with the lady to the right. Shift Q. Yeah, teamwork. Or like the Wonder Pets. You ever watch that show? No? Okay. Why do all of you have the sides of your heads buzzed? It's weird. And Q. Down. Ciao. Q. We're hugging. We're slow dancing. Do you like me now? Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, hi, it's a knife. Q! After this is done, we are allowed to chalk her Q, by the way. Couldn't do it at Falcone, but I'll chalk a lady's Q. Shifted Q! Back to back. Back to back. Belly to belly. I
think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Hey! Right! Ka-chow, 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 ka-chow. That was mainly me. I said let's. I expected you to help more. Selena. It broke my stick. Q! Q! It's like those 2 types of sticks that Nightwing has. Left! Q! Hi-ya-bow! Down! Go! Catwoman, when you do this, are there like button prompts in your head? Andy! Chuck my lady at him. Can we kiss now? Are we?
You fight pretty good.
Yeah.
For such a pretty boy.
Yeah. Cheese it! It's the cops! Check pockets. Search into pockets. Yeah. It's a very tiny smartphone.
Come on, this way.
That was exciting. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Magpie says, I will settle for a tie if I must, but do not challenge me about Jason being best boy. I still, like I said, I'm still a Tim Drake guy myself, but to each their own. There's a Robin for every season. Vera said, laughing, I was busy. Agabo! Thank you for the Seekers. Redeem Atlantic, how are you doing? Vera says, laughing, I was busy today and could play it all. Krista says, Transformers and Batman, how nice, /J. Bubba says, more marriage happening, won't be here. Okay, so when your Mies get married, like, how faithful are they? Do they, like, then get divorced and marry other people? Because that's, like, pretty quick to get married. Bubba says, I am Fujoing. And a lurk, thank you for the lurk, Pumbo. Magpie says, I never liked the Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents. That always felt kind of dumb. Okay, when I was a kid, I really liked that back in the Tim Burton Batman movie, watching that. But I think it was because that it felt much more personal. As a little kid, I never really liked Joe Chill because it's just like some random dude. But as an adult, I think I like that better, that it wasn't some big, huge supervillain. It was just Joe Chill. But like I said, as a kid, I really liked it. Vera said, check my text and my sister got me pudding. Aw, that's a good sister.
Bill Finger named Bruce Wayne after Scottish King Robert the Bruce and American Revolutionary General Mad Anthony Wayne.
Oh.
The character's persona was influenced by Zorro and the Shadow. You are welcome. And I really should slap.
And thank you very much for the 10 bits. Also, Batman on paper officially was created by Bob Kane, but there's a ever-increasing belief and movement that supports the idea that Bill Finger may have had more to do with it than Bob Kane really did. But I'm just saying, a lot of those early comic book creators seem to be really eager to grasp onto the credit for things. But thank you for the 10 bits, Rukov. Get some sleep. Good night, sleep well. Magpie says, Riddler should always be whimsy. I want to see a whimsical Riddler in the middle of an otherwise grimdark Gotham where it's just like, why is everyone here so intense? Do you have any idea how goofy we all are? Well, there was like an old story written by, I want to say it was Neil Gaiman, that was, a reporter was basically interviewing Riddler, and he was like a little bit older in this one. And he was talking about, oh, back in the day, it was so much fun. It was like guys like me and King Tut and Egghead down to the something a go-go. And it was like so much fun. You know, we're villains, but it was never really anything villainous about it. And now the Joker is out there murdering people. And like, that's what I want. I don't, like, not everybody needs to be like a psycho mass murdering killer, you know? Hi, Deba.
Do you have a favorite DC writer?
Well, here's the thing. Probably my favorite DC comic story ever, going back to everything, would be Nightfall / Night Quest Night's End, which was the story where Bane broke Batman's back and John Paul Valley took over being Batman while Bruce Wayne recovered. And it's like a classic story from way back in the 1990s. I want to say it was written by Denny O'Neil. And so I guess I would credit him. I also like some of like the side stories from that era as well, written by Chuck Dixon. Neither of these are like modern day superstar writers, but I just like some of those classic stories. So probably Denny O'Neil, I would say. Not like a, you know, huge, like crazy, I guess, thing. Although Paul Dini, one of the writers from Batman the Animated Series, he did briefly write some actual comic stories. And he was the one who wrote that story I was talking about where Riddler reformed and became a private eye. And so that was really good too. That was also a while ago. That was like I want to say it was like 10 years ago or something. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Hopefully that answered your question a little bit. Are we gonna smooch now?
Check the alleyway.
There better not be smooching in there.
You see anything?
No smooching, sadly.
Hey, let's check the other side.
Maybe they'll be smooching on the other side. That's called butt smooching. That's the other side. You thought I was talking about a different alley. We're alone now.
Yeah, we're alone.
We're alone. We're alone. We gotta make out. Oh! Yeah, we're alone. Yeah. Kiss her! Yeah, I know.
Let's get out of here.
The game gave me the choice. Okay, all right, well.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Oh.
Wait.
We didn't finish the smooch. Are we in this together? Hey, stay out of trouble.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now, where's the fun in that? You shouldn't trust me, you know.
It's okay because you're hot. What the crap did that thing do? Did that climb the wall?
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Checking now, sir. There are many nudes in the photo gallery. Boop.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
Yeah, I should probably leave the alley.
Found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
What?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain.
This, voice is way too clear. This is not a phone call recording. This is not a voicemail.
And I expect you to do the same.
They should have put some kind of digital filter on that.
Shady indeed.
Hill's working with them. Achievement unlocked, 2 of a kind, completed chapter 4. Yeah, we are whizzing right through this chapter. So here's a question for you guys. I need to know, if we finish this chapter really early, should we just start the next chapter, or do we want to try and keep it like The Walking Dead? Although The Walking Dead had huge cliffhangers. I guess we'll see what the cliffhanger is like. But anyway.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin.
Because the hill is the natural habitat of the penguin.
He must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
For what is Antarctica but the hill of
the
Earth?
Mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Honestly, I think visiting as Bruce Wayne, because as Batman, yeah, what are we gonna do with there's no actual crime that we can pin on. I would say visit as Bruce Wayne. This feels like the more Batman thing to do. We got to use the Bruce Wayne identity. Yes, click to go as Bruce. Click.
Bruce is the smart choice.
Hang on, we have a poll that has appeared on Twitch. Non-binding. If we finish early, do we stop for the night or start the next chapter? Feel free to cast your vote. Let me know. Why'd you blow? Oh, that's my car, which is very loud and abrupt. I'm going to pause and read some more chat, though, because I am still very far behind. Vera says, when you go to the Best Sister competition and my sister is there, what kind of pudding did she give you? I think that's what we got to ask, because not all puddings are created equal. Quita said maybe Logan should get the Lego Batman game someday. It keeps getting insanely cheap sales, the cheapest at $2. Last I've seen, was that the most recent one? Because there's no way the most recent one is on sale for that cheap yet. I do love some good Batman. I love the Lego Batman movie. You guys have seen that, right? Magpie says, Vex at one point made a point that killed me. Quote, Riddler would probably be fine if Batman just stopped by every now and then to lose at Magic the Gathering against him. And that kills me because it's true. I do love that. I love whenever they team up for anything, even if it's begrudgingly. Because I do think it feels like anime where there's a rivalry, where they're not quote unquote friends, but they're kind of friends, you know? I would love that. Yeah, if Batman helped in his rehabilitation by just showing up and playing games with him. I think that would be good for both of them. Because Batman needs more work friends who are not orphaned child soldiers. And Vera says, Lego Batman is so fun. I grew up with Lego PlayStation games, huh?
Chocolate pudding.
Okay, that's good then. That is good. That is really, really good. That is really good. There was another type of pudding, I can't remember what it's called, but it's chocolate, but it has a layer of almond in it that I'm I'm not a fan of. I don't really like the almond pudding. So I was worried it was going to be that. So good. Good on you for the chocolate pudding. And thank you for the 10 bits. Your sister is top notch. You should bring her to the stream and have her give all of us pudding, because I could really go for some pudding. Magpie says, I'm paraphrasing, but I do love that take so much. I love that too. Quickett says, oh gosh, I would flip a table if Alfred was evil. Me too. If they try to have a twist, because I also hate when they do these big twists that are just for the sake of the twist that kind of ruin things. I don't want a twist that ruins everything. I want a twist that feels surprising, but then when you think about it and look back, feels justified and built toward and is satisfying. I don't want a twist where it's like, Alfred, that's so insane, let's run with it. I would hate that. Magpie says, I'm with you, Logan. If the big bad at the end it's Alfred, I am done. Now, there has been a comic book where Alfred did have a villainous identity where he got, I think it was like brainwashed and kind of mutated into the outsider. But that was against his will, and then he went back to normal, you know? Quita said, Magpie, do update us in spoiler chat if that does happen. We'll have a table flipping party. Vera says, table flipping party, yay! I'll bring my table with me. You can be just like Prowl in the Transformers comics. Magpie says, lol, can do. I'll endeavor to remain ahead of the story. And Vera said, Lark, I need food. Wait, your pudding was not enough of food? And Bubba says, I did it. My Blorbos together. That is like what sounds most fun about Tomodachi life, is having 70 Blorbos on an island. Oak says, my parents have finally asked each other out. Congratulations to the two of them on your Tomodachi life island. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. City Hall, 7:03 p.m. I entered through the exit because I'm Batman and kind of gay. Oh crap, I did all this. This is kind of messed up. I hope the mayor's played by Hulk Hogan, because he has a mustache like that.
The mayor's doing debate prep. He really can't be disturbed right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going in.
You're really telling me that Bruce Wayne
Bruce Wayne.
an appointment?
Bruce Wayne.
But the mayor
will be fine. You just come to work for me.
Yeah.
Deal?
Oh, that's actually a power move right there. I like that. Oh, she is like turned on by that.
Bruce Wayne?
Wait, is that
Finally,
Mayor?
you've come to see me.
Is that his voice?
Of course, only after your name has been dragged through
He's
the
so
mud.
short.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see you. But you're a day late and a great many
I'm
dollars
here for
short.
answers.
This isn't a social call, Hill. I'm here for answers.
Well, straight to business.
He looks so wrinkly compared to his
Deborah make you
picture.
a martini.
I love this. Look at that. His photo. He's so chiseled and young and virile. And then he turns around and he's so soft and squishy and wrinkly and saggy. Oh, that's why when we had him on the Bat computer, the only picture we had was of his campaign poster. This is actually a really fun detail.
Your father and I, we took this city and made it ours. Falcone too, rest his soul.
Oh, the poll is done, and Start the Next Chapter is won with 80% of the vote over Stop for the Night, which only had 20% of the vote. Okay, so we'll see. Now, if it does have like an amazing cliffhanger ending, and if it's just a little bit early, then we might enter. But at the rate we're going, I think we can just motor on through to the next chapter. So thank you very much to everyone who voted in the Twitch poll. Oh, Dermo has joined us over on YouTube chat. Sorry, Dermo, I don't know how long you've been over there. Saying, morning, how you doing, Dermo? Good to see you. Welcome. Hope your morning is going well.
We built everything we have.
On rock and roll.
You were born with it.
With rock and roll.
A soft boy like you
You're
wouldn't understand what it
conceived to
takes
rock and roll.
rise to the top.
Oh, I understand.
The cream rises to
Very
the top. Here's a smartphone I stole from a guy.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Sounds like me.
But it could be a deep fake. AI.
So, what's your point? I take it you have one. Or are you just fond of my dulcet tones?
What?
Why attack me?
Yeah, why attack me, bro?
Because of Dent and the campaign?
Please, I have no animosity towards you. I'm in Cobblepot's crosshairs, same as you.
But you fed them dirt on me.
Only the files I seized from Wayne Manor. Your father, Falcone, and I, we had ways of getting anything we wanted. How do you think your family got the land for Wayne Tower?
He's being surprisingly forthcoming.
Cobblepot wants retribution because we took his family's land.
But also, I don't like that we're out on a balcony. I feel like he's about to get assassinated too, just like Falcone did. Because especially if Penguin's going for a revolution and he drugged Montoya to kill Falcone, then in the middle of this conversation, he's suddenly going to get like a little laser dot in his head and have his brains blown out.
Oswald's family signed it over to us, along with the rest of their assets.
Let me deal with him.
If that's true, maybe I can make it right.
Yeah.
Noble, but naive. It was so long ago, there's nothing left of the Cobblepot estate.
There's a park.
Maybe if I could count on you as an ally,
No.
I could use the powers of my office to
No.
help you make reparations.
No.
There's so much more I could share.
No.
If only we were friends.
I don't like you. You're not my friend.
I could help you deal with Penguin.
You're not my friend.
Get you in on some family history.
No.
But I'm caught in a dogfight for my political career. and my rival has bottomless pockets.
As long as he has one face, I will defend him till the end.
If that rival were to say, drop out, or his advertising spend were to dry up, I might have a lot more resources.
Not a chance! He has one face and that face is large!
Not a chance, Hill. I'm not cutting Harvey loose.
Were you dropped on your head?
Hill will remember that.
When the mayor of Gotham extends a hand, you take it.
Everybody wants to shake my hand.
I need your hand.
Last guy who tried to shake my hand died.
Tape.
You forget who you're talking to. I'm the man that says I never left such and such a message. And all the judges bow their heads and say, yes, sir. I'm the man who sends the police to your house to take your things, and I give them to whoever I please.
You sure like
You're
bragging about
nothing
your
like
crimes.
father. You'd never have the backbone to do what we did.
I also don't have a mustache like he did.
I'm the heavyweight, Wayne, and you're punching above your weight.
You
Get out
can't
of the ring
hide
before
from
you get
this.
hurt.
The judges may bow, but the voters will burn you at the stake when I turn you in.
Hill will remember
That
that.
voicemail makes it to the papers, or anywhere else I don't like.
Like the interwebs.
I'll turn my commissioner loose on your lieutenant for that fiasco down at the precinct.
Okay, so and I do think Jim Gordon is still a lieutenant at this point. We're totally still Surf Draculaing him. So he's not talking about Gordon.
Gordon?
Oh, you are
Then
talking
I'll
about
turn
Gordon?
on you and Dent for being there.
Oh yeah, turn Gordon on me. I love Jim Gordon. He's
Now, if
great.
you'll excuse me, I have a debate to prep for.
Yeah, bring it on. He's my bro. I gave him evidence.
Get him out of here.
Don't trust Penguin.
Whatever deal you made with Penguin, he won't honor it.
Don't
He's got
worry
a
about
guy
me.
named Roland.
You should watch your own back.
He's big. Now I also do, in retrospect, thinking about Roland, I need to look back at that image that I found for the YouTube thumbnail and see if it really was Mr. Freeze on it. Maybe it was this Roland guy. I think it was just like a large blue man. And blue men confuse me, especially when they're in a group doing percussion stuff.
Alfred, get a warning to Gordon. Tell him to increase security at the debate. Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Okay, so maybe it's the debate that Hill's gonna be assassinated. Oh, achievement unlocked! Incoming, chapter 5 of episode 2. Okay, wow, yeah, we are burning through this.
What if they had beards?
Oh my gosh, I would not be able to tell them apart. That's why I am so lucky if you ever watch an old Smurf cartoon that Papa Smurf is the only one with a beard. Except for later on the season, they introduced like a Grandpa Smurf, but at least he had like yellow tights to kind of help me a little bit. It's so confusing. Blue men with beards. I'm beard blind. I'm blue man blind. I am blue man with a beard blind. I'm blue beard blind. I should read some more in the chat, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oak says, Guga Foods is a YouTuber who puts anything on steak, including ketchup. Magpie says he should hang out with the giant grape guy who started making things into pizza that weren't pizza before. Lol. I've never heard of this giant grape guy. Magpie says Roland Daggett. Yeah, he was he was another corrupt gangster / business guy, depending on what continuity you go with. He was the one in Batman the Animated Series that created Clayface. But that's like the only Roland that I was seeing from autocorrect there when I was typing into Google. I like don't want to fully search it because it might pull up spoilers for this game. But I was just trying to type in Batman Roland and see if like some person came up. Oak says 96% of his videos are putting Nutella on and soda on steak or something, and then 3% is him making actually good food. Well, I have heard of people like marinating steak in Dr. Pepper and things like that. Oak says, and 1% is gay sex, probably. I definitely didn't mistype 4%. Magpie says, I'll deal with Hill. You're a miserable criminal, and I don't talk to scum like you. These two sentences are equivalent. Telltale, probably. Yeah, it's just like, there was one thing, I think it was last time. There was one point, I clicked a thing and he just said something completely different. Vera says, I always wonder why when they make characters in these kinds of media, they will have a regular accent and a British accent to be cool. Which British person decides on living in Gotham willingly? I do think it's because like Americans have this weird thing where if somebody has a British accent, we either think that they're very trustworthy or very evil. It's one of those two things, depending on the type of British accent. Somebody talks with British accent, it's like, oh, this person is so smart and intelligent, and I should believe everything this person says. Or, oh, this is a sinister, evil villain. And I think with Penguin, they're doing the latter then. Chris said, rolling down the river. I hope somebody recognized that. Thank you, Crystal. Magpie says, I think in this one, it was explained that Ozzy was sent to boarding school in England or something. Yeah, that's how they justify it in this one. I do feel like this has got to be a holdover from him having a British accent in the Arkham games, which, as was pointed out last time, is hinted at that it is a fake put on accent that he does. And Eglin says, I need to somehow edit the me I made for Timothy. He looks too much like Wilbur Soot, no matter how I look at him. Oh, I love this. I need to have more time to respond to all the things over on Discord. Eglin, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. It makes me happy. Okay, let's get back into this. We're probably going to wrap up this episode very soon. We're like barely halfway through the stream. We might do 2 episodes today. Bats.
I hope you know I was assigned British by friends just because of my accent. Does that make me evil?
Or very trustworthy? Honestly, like, I don't think of your accent as British. Like, maybe you could be honorary British just because you do have a slight accent. But, like, I don't think that accent is a British accent, though. But then again, like, British is also the every other country of America. Like, if Americans, for example, make a movie that is set in, like, medieval France, they all have British accents. You know, if it's supposed to be set in like 19th century Prussia, they all have British accents. It's just the way that they do it for some reason. If you're a non-American in a historical drama, British accent. Okay, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. Thank you. Let's get back into this. Sometimes I just like wearing my suit with no helmet. Showing off my fake deltoids in this armor.
I wonder what else is on here.
Okay, plug it in. Wait, how did we listen to the voicemail before if it's locked? Oh.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
So is he a lieutenant and a commissioner? I'm still so confused about what Hill said about his
theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
So we're gonna have Alfred monitoring those while I go and investigate?
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. I learned so much.
It was hard to hear.
To hear their crimes detailed. First by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
Alfred will remember that.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever.
Gamer chair.
I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, you could hang out. We could play some Among Us or something. Oh, okay. Okay, bye, Alfred. Nightly news. Let's watch the nightly news.
Hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office.
Oh no.
Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne,
that's me.
Rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
What a weak smear. It's like, you can't afford very many. Oh no, I don't want to watch Creeper anymore. I'm gonna check the Gotham feed. We're only gonna read the headlines, not the articles. Someone has to stop Falcone by Irene Doder. Well, good news. Renee Montoya did. Police raid Wayne properties. Latest poll shows Dent and Hill tied. Boy, I sure hope that Harvey is gonna be able to put a dent in Hill's numbers. Doc's shootout suspect escapes custody. Okay, there is no way they would have an uncensored photo of 2 gruesomely dismembered corpses by James Hagopian. That is the most unrealistic thing in this game. Carmine Falcone murdered in police custody by Vicky Vale. Oh, this is our friend who wrote this one. We should read this one, see if that she mentions us. Carmine Falcone, the notorious Gotham City crime boss, has been killed while in police custody. Reports say Falcone died from injuries sustained in a shooting that took place inside GCPD's downtown headquarters this morning. The identity of the killer or killers is still unknown, and no one in the department is talking. Anthony Gotti, Falcone's attorney, told the Gazette. Is that a reference to, wasn't there a guy named, there was like a gangster named Gotti or something, right? There's a conspiracy of silence, and we're gonna show everyone until someone starts talking. Falcone had been in police custody less than 24 hours when he died. He was apprehended by the mass vigilante Batman the night before. Distrust in Gotham's biggest concern. And of course, we wouldn't have been able to see this before because we had to have the reveal that he's all squishy by Wilson Yee. Gotham after Falcone. Who do we want to be? Well, why a picture of Renee Montoya? Why are we talking about her?
dive bars expect
Okay, they just needed a random picture of somebody. And the codex updated. I don't want to read all these bios right now. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm willing to bore you guys with like listening to Zote the Mighty's. Wrong button. Okay, so how do I exit out of this? What am I supposed to do?
District Attorney Harvey Dent.
Oh, I'm supposed to look at the security cameras. I have to actually do something. I was like trying to leave the thing.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
It's not a live feed.
May have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there.
Like,
now.
Does Alfred warn him via text message, or does he like call him and disguise his voice? Batmobile out. That's got to be the end of the. We're still gonna have a big cliffhanger.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Harvey Dent 555-645-0272.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's...
You're in danger!
Oh, Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs?
I'm serious. Penguin and his thugs might throw acid on the left half of your face. If that happens, you'll have two faces. I only love you because you have only one face.
Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection.
Just hold on to your one face.
A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please.
I need to get this off my chest.
But not off your face.
Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone.
I'm breaking up with you.
My advisors are telling me that I need to... distance myself from you.
Okay, I understand that. I said last episode that you probably might need to.
With your family blows over.
I understand.
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
Harvey, we'll remember that.
You see it that way.
Yes, I understand.
What with the allegations in the press?
Yeah, okay, yes. I get it.
You're a liability.
Yes, I know. Oh man, I hope those taxis run over hookers.
Without your money,
I am dead in the water.
Yeah, I'll give you all the money you want, dude.
I know this is a delicate
face.
topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
Okay.
I may have to trash you in public.
Okay.
But you and me, we'll know the truth about our
As long as you win.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
Harvey will remember that.
You'd see it that way.
Yes, that's fine, bro.
Listen, I hate to push
you, but I need to know. Can I count on your money?
Yes, that's fine, bro. I'm not concerned about my money.
Save Gotham.
Yes.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Dude, I'm a freaking billionaire. It's fine.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham.
You think I was going to be stingy
Bruce,
with my bro?
The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
No, just one face. Just one face, Harvey. If she puts on a second face on you, then no. Then we're done.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have
Put
to
on
say
a new
tonight,
face.
Remember,
you are always my friend.
Don't turn into a supervillain. Hope the makeup isn't acid. Specifically, not just applied to the left side of his face. Wade Memorial Auditorium, 8:27 p.m. I like standing on rooftops. It's a designated smoking area.
So far. I've got a feeling that's about to change.
I'm glad I took a chance on this collaboration of ours.
I love you too.
Keep on doing what you're doing, and the rest of Gotham will start to see you like I do.
As more than friends?
A hero.
If you say so.
I appreciate the sentiment, Jim.
Gordon will remember that.
We have bigger things to worry about right now.
Like, why didn't it just say, I appreciate the sentiment? Why didn't it just say thank you? Like, why did they give it a thing that... I'm going to read some more in the chat. Let's see. Krista says more Batman trivia. Yippee! So Batman in the early comics was an eye for an eye type of person. He was just like a pulp action hero. Like in his original comic book, Detective Comics, because like Batman started in Detective Comics, Superman started in Action Comics. It wasn't until like later that they got their own comic book named after them. So he started in Detective Comics. And he wasn't even in the first issue. It wasn't until, what was it, like issue, I want to say like 27 or something like that. Maybe it was earlier than that Batman first showed up because it was just like detective stories. And then Bob Kane and Bill Finger came along and they're like, let's do an issue. We got this idea. Here's a bat guy. He's the Batman. And he's a detective and he's doing a thing. And it was just such a big hit that that became like the focus of the story. And that type of thing happens a lot. Heck, it happened with Popeye. You know, like Popeye the Sailor Man. Thank you, Toilet Talk. I would save, but it is auto-saved. But I love Popeye the Sailor. Any of you guys know Popeye the Sailor Man? Like, he started in a comic strip, I believe it was called like Thimble Theater or something like that. It was like a newspaper comic strip. And he wasn't the main character. He was introduced later on, but just became so popular. It's like, he's the main guy now. Anyway, I'm gonna read a couple more comments. Crystal said, Jason Todd calling out Bruce for killing. Kind of funny, laughing. Rukop said, who won the poll? I had to step away. It was Jason Todd won. By just a few percentage points with Dick Grayson in second place, Tim Drake in a distant third, sadly. Queen Gator said Jason Todd, I think. Crystal said Jason Todd. Rukop says nice. Magpie says me for supporting my man Jason Todd. Crystal says Magpie used 31,000 of their points to support Todd. Scarlett says hi again, Logan in chat. How are you doing, Scarlett? I hope you're still here. I don't know how far behind I am in chat, but it's so good to see you again. How's your week going? Crystal said Logan voted Tim Drake and Dick Grayson was second with 65 votes. Magpie said worth every OB. Rukop says, as long as it wasn't Damian Wayne. I concur. Magpie says, I hated that Joker ripped off his face plot. It was so dumb. Well, it didn't even go anywhere. Like, when they first did it, I don't think Scott Snyder had any idea where he was going because none of, like, the face thing didn't even matter for the story. Magpie said, mind, I didn't read it. I just hated it in concept. I read it and hated it in both concept and execution. Crystal says to Rukop, as Logan said, I'm making sure to stray the votes away from Damien. And Scarlett said, votes for what? Oh, we just had a poll about our favorite Robin. Do you have a favorite Robin there? Scarlett, over on YouTube, Derma says, I think that's just what Americans think of any accent, at least European ones, French, Spanish, German, etc. I mean, there is something to be said for that. There have been like a couple of times where I've done like an accent for a character in one of these videos that I'll put on a clip on TikTok. And it'll be like I don't even remember what it was. It was like I did like an Australian accent or something. It was like, oh, wow, I love that Scottish accent you did for the character. It's like, granted, I'm not perfect at accents, so maybe I just messed it up. But yeah. Durma said, yeah, Popeye. Been a while since I've seen anything of that. I have somewhere in my closet. I love it. I wish I had like a landline phone here. I don't. I only have my cell phone. But I have like this old school, I don't know how old exactly it is. It's probably from like the 70s or the 80s, but it's like a Popeye phone. It just looks like a little statue of Popeye, but you can like pick it up and hold Popeye up to your ear. And I think it's like holding a barrel of spinach. And like that's the receiver, the earpiece. And it's a Popeye phone. I love Popeye. I love Popeye so much. Okay, let's keep playing a little bit here.
Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
She's a criminal, but she's hot, so it's okay.
If I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really?
We're all on the same side.
Dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
Yeah, just trust me.
This better not come back to bite me.
She'll come back to scratch, yeah.
That, incident in the bar.
It was pretty hot, huh? Yeah.
Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it.
Give whatever excuse you want. You love me.
I needed your help or anything.
You love me, baby.
Had my back.
Yeah.
I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
Hey, you don't know me.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
Yeah.
Unless I chivalry
Selena
is
will
dead.
remember that.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting.
What about your women on the ground?
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Woo! You have a better shot than my
Splat.
SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
Check out this, Jim. Is that cool or what? Yeah.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Would you like a grapple gun?
Vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
I'll give you a grapple gun if you want, Jim. Okay, bye. Woo!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome.
This is a long 6th chapter. I feel like in the first episode, chapter 6 was mainly like just a quick denouement and then next time. But I think this is going to end. We're going to have the big cliffhanger is going to be either Hill is going to be assassinated or Harvey Dent is going to get acid splashed in his face. Now, what would be interesting is if they give us a choice as to who to save. And because on the one hand, I want to save my bro, Harvey Dent. But on the other hand, I want him to turn into Two-Face. I really want him to turn into Two-Face. And so maybe we're going to have to save Hill and let Harvey Dent get acid splashed.
Our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates.
Is there interesting outfits?
And the challenger, Gotham District Attorney Harvey.
Are these supposed to be Penguin's men? Like, there's no Penguin theme.
Citizens of Gotham. We'll soon head to the
I need better branding for Pengers.
a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years.
Like, maybe if they all wore tuxedos or something.
Yes.
I mean, there's not even a cohesive color palette. Red and yellow? Yeah. Parkour! Ah! Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. I got this at Sharper Image. Check it out, Selena. The yellow line tells me where to go.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Goddamn sons of... Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's...
Okay, that is cool! That is nice! I hate everything else about this portrayal of the Penguin, but I like that he has a Penguin-themed gas mask! That is branding! Good on ya, Ozzy!
Been a change to tonight's program. First order of business.
Oh, ow, my head! That's where I keep my brain!
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
Nobody else dies.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say
Selena
so.
will remember
The
that.
Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
Okay, there's got to be some moral dilemma here. Oh crap, is that Vicky Vale over there? We're gonna get somebody killed. Again, I'm so torn. I want to defend my bro, but I also want him to become Two-Face.
You'll do.
Hi, Roland.
Keep it quiet back there.
Why are you blue?
These guys are armed to the teeth.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
I'm armed to the beak.
Thank you for volunteering.
Vicky Vale.
Please.
She's gonna be moderator.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates.
And then get me a bottle of water.
Stage fright, huh?
Do it.
All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quiet.
Why did he even kill that other moderator? Like, what was the point of that other than to be a murderer? Boop. I have yellow eyeballs now. Examine. Forward, facing away, vulnerable. And what is that? What does the TV say? Large surface, distributed force. What is that? Catwoman, agile, fierce, never misses her quarry. Okay, so I gotta decide what we're doing with this guy here. Okay, let's connect him. Or what's this? Camera stand, bludgeoning capable of breaking gunman's armor. Okay, let's bludgeon him with a camera link. Okay, that's our plan for this dude. Okay, now we gotta choose our other two. Yellow hologram. This is a hologram that Green Lantern would not be able to deal with. So what do we got for this thug over here? Examine. So we got a big old light, quick takedown, potential to disorient other gunmen. There's Catwoman, you can see her face. And what's this? Ceiling, reinforced steel beams above ceiling tile. I guess we'll use the light stand. That just seems more appropriate because he's like right next to it. Yeah, link to there. Don't worry, Catwoman, we're gonna give you the other guy, okay? Just pick it up. And finally this one. Examine. Stage, what's that? Door. Heavy duty, muffled fountain of foam in the stage. Sturdy surface, welded frame. Catwoman. Now we got it. We got to include our date in on this. Flanking position, able to call for help. So yeah, we gotta get you up there, Catwoman. You gotta do this. Link to Catwoman. Catwoman. Why am I running? Catwoman's got this. And then she uses her whip. And a kick. I'm glad that. So. Oh, okay. I communicated that to her somehow. All right, let's discombobulate these guys. Q! Left! Hacha! Q! Hajaba! Whips! Okay, Batman, do your thing now. Why'd you wait for her to get shot at? Kapow! E. Oh, my head. Everybody good? You guys great? Are you furries?
Keep your heads down.
You're dressed like furries. The guy on stage isn't a furry, he's a feathery.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My Telltale brothers and sisters of Gotham.
Who is this guy? Okay, so we got another secret villain here. This is obviously not Bane. He's way too scrawny to be Bane. I mean, he could be Scarecrow, but why not just be dressed as the Scarecrow? I'm gonna guess this is... Maybe they're gonna do a Court of Owls thing. I'm not a fan of Scott Snyder, as I mentioned before. Maybe this is gonna be Talon. And yeah, I'm gonna guess this is Talon. This is a Court of Owls thing.
You have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption.
Yeah, his persona's weird.
For too long, men like your esteemed
Oswald as partners.
From the pain of innocence. I knew this was too big for Oswald alone. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures.
Is that a syringe she has?
You know what to do.
Oh, it's probably gonna be like a truth serum. Oh, that's kind of neat, actually. Inject with the truth serum and get them to confess to crimes. Oh, my back. Oh, I don't like needles. Oh. Hi, Roland. Okay. Oh, that's a dead moderator?
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
The moderator got shot, Gordon. Oh, okay, so wait, no, duh, I'm an idiot. Of course, it's not a truth serum. He's injected with the thing that I've been suspecting is a strain of venom. It's the aggression thing. It's gonna get them all fired up and angry. Oh, there we go, click there. Hi, Roland. Roland's ignoring me. Oh, this is just like Arkham City. Man, thank goodness these ducks are...
The press is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Shift an E! Ha! Welcome back, drone. To move, use WASD. Okay, am I gonna have to decide who to go after? Do we go after Roland or do we go after Penguin on stage? I think we should go after Penguin on stage. Roland, we don't know where he's headed. That could be important. We gotta save our bro, right? I'm gonna read some more comments in the chat. Yeah, this last chapter is taking a lot longer than I thought. Maybe this will be a long enough episode for one stream. Crystal said to Scarlet, a poll earlier asking who is the best Robin. Rukov says best Robin. Scarlet said, I vote Grayson or Todd. See, nobody's with me on this Tim Drake train. Rukov says, I like Grayson as Nightwing. I truly think he needs more standalone stuff. You know what I think? Okay, hot take here. Because we talked about how a couple of us have mentioned that we are not a big fan of Damian Wayne. I do think Damian has a really good dynamic with Dick Grayson. I don't think Damian's a good Robin, in part because that he's a bit too grumpy and moody, kind of like Bruce is. Whereas I think Bruce Wayne as Batman needs someone a bit more cheerful as Robin to be like kind of a contrast against him. And Dick Grayson as a cheerful, nice guy could stand to have a smarmy, smug little brat kid, Damian Wayne, as his sidekick. So I think Damian Wayne would do well to get his own new identity and just become like Nightwing's sidekick. Scarlett said, yeah, like when he was Robin, but I like Nightwing even more. Also, Red Hood is entertaining in his own right. I think the best thing they ever did with Red Hood was get him to hang out with Bizarro and Artemis. Kind of like the kind of a weird mirror, like a shattered mirror version of the DC Trinity. Magpie says, Tommy Oliver, you mean Tommy Elliott? Oh, I'm sorry, crap. You know what I said? I said the wrong Tom. You guys know who Tommy Oliver is, right? Tommy Oliver is the original Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So yes, Magpie, you're 100% correct. Tommy Elliott, Thomas Elliott. Hush, not the Green Ranger. Bruce Wayne was not childhood friends with the Green Ranger, so I apologize for that. Let me take a look over to YouTube chat. Derma says, could you share an image of it in the Discord? I can't even imagine what it would look like. It's buried away in my closet. I don't think I have any photos of it. I could probably try and look up online. In fact, let me check right now and see if I can Google it. Oh, right away. I typed in Popeye phone, and it's literally the very first thing that comes up. So here, let me just see if I can put this over here. I'm gonna put this into our clip viewer to show you this, just because why not? I'm bored. So there it is. It's a Popeye phone right there. So it's just like it's an actual like phone, but yeah. So there you go. I hope that answered your question, and in a timely manner. Katrina, there's a timer, so I can actually watch now. Welcome back, Katrina. I have heard this also about Tomodachi Life, because you were playing Roblox, so I don't know, that in Tomodachi Life you can't use time travel in the same way that you can do it in Animal Crossing. I've heard that like if you change the system clock, that it starts a countdown on certain things, and so it's like it's basically like refreshing it. So it's like, oh, you change the system clock. Well, now you got to wait an hour before you can do whatever fill in the blank thing. Is that correct? I believe. Durva said, oh my gosh, that's incredible. I know, it's so great. Like I said, I wish I had a landline phone so that I could actually use the darn thing. So instead, it's just in a box in my closet. I should probably like set it up on a shelf as just a decoration, because I do love me some Popeye. Let me have a sip of water. We'll get back into this. I once again am worried that we're gonna have to choose between like Harvey Dent and somebody else, because I want to save my bro, but I want him to become Two-Face. Catwoman, you go after Roland. I got the Pengers. Huh? Oh, that's my dad! That's my dad.
I thought your father was dead.
Oh, he is my dad. His dad. Oh, it's Penguin's mom.
And committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please.
They better not like establish that Thomas Wayne gets it on with her and that he's like Penguin's biological dad. No, because we as Bruce Wayne, we were childhood friends with him, so we were raised around him. And but then again, the timing of this, because Thomas died when we were 8, so maybe if this is just 8 years previous.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you.
I hate how villainous Thomas Wayne is in this.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
Okay, so it is after Oswald was born.
You know I always get what I want.
I don't like this.
Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Oh, they're killing her. Yeah. Oh, I don't like dying. Oh.
Now you know. Now you will see.
I just realized who that guy looks like on the screen. His outfit reminds me of Jinzo from Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Roland! Roland smash! Roland large!
Oh, I was trying to pause on the guy. Like the outfit, he also looks kind of like, minus the pins and the regular bald head because it got a mask. He looks like Pinhead, like the creature from, I want to call the movie Hellraiser, but still. Okay, maybe we have to choose between saving Vicky Vale and Harvey Dent. Hey! Gas! Huh. I'm the one who smelt it and dealt it. A Batman. Thanks for not being here, Vicky. Oh,
Go. Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
High rolling, duck down. Oh, wait, how did I get way back here? I thought I ducked. Oh, and Harvey's still there. He's in harm's way. Harvey's in harm's way. He's gonna get acid in his face. That That was expensive!
Please, I made a man.
You cool. Animal. Down.
That's all.
Left.
Wait, not me.
Q. O. Right. Q. Oogabo. E. Hajibo.
I took out Thomas Wayne.
What?
That was all him. He didn't know when
I
to
still
stop.
need to save his life.
I had him killed
I'm
because
Batman.
of it.
Ow! I was watching.
They won't bring
Ow!
back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
Okay, so his...
Kill anyone else!
Yeah, Harvey! Ow! Not his face! Oogabo! Oh! I should have done something. I should have done something long before that. Is he okay? Did I just kill that guy?
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
Stop punching his one face.
Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Okay, here's the other thing. I hope that, like, I'm sorry that I keep pausing to say things I hope do and don't happen. With there is not a vial of acid or fire or anything like that in sight. They better, like, when he becomes Two-Face, I want to see, like, a full-on side of his face scarred. It better not be able to be like, oh, I shot him and, like, the bullet went into his mouth and, like, out through his cheek, so he's got, like, oh, a little bit of a scar here. That's not Two-Face! Two-Face got to be full-on side of the face, fully scarred. Okay, what do we got to do? Let him go.
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something.
And they're hollow because you're a bird. Ow. Right. Oh. How many bullets you got in that gun, bro? Oh, it's gonna be the light. That's gonna burn his face. Oh crap. I gotta decide, who do I save? Who do I save? Do I save my bro? Or do I save my lady friend? Oh, okay, I'm gonna read some more in the chat. I am so torn. I kind of want to save Harvey, because that's the bro thing to do, right? But Catwoman's gonna be mad. But also, like, she's kind of a villain. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I doubt there's any right or wrong to this. So it's not like you get the Dababa! Gala! Raiding with a party of 2! Welcome, Gal. Good timing. We're just about to make a really intense moral dilemma. Would someone be so kind as to do a quick shout out for Gal? Oh, there we go.
At the cost of a lot of
what is the art on this?
Yeah.
It does sound superior.
You just said that.
It does sound superior. What game is that?
You just said that.
That's exactly what you said a second ago.
That's exactly what you said a second ago.
I knew that was
What were you playing? Oh, you were playing some Mongil Stardive. That sounds like Honkai Star Rail, but like just like a rip-off version of it.
Sides have really compelling arguments.
Okay, we got a pin message I see. Also, hang on, we got a pin message over on Twitch. Written by Eglin, pinned by Crystal. It says, bros before hoes, in all caps. I mean, when we first started this, I kind of wanted to do a thing where we make our villains, like we accidentally just be a horrible Batman. But I kind of wanna save Harvey. I am a little bit worried, though, that it's going to be a thing where, like, if we try to save him, we're going to fail and he's going to become Two-Face anyway because him being Two-Face is too important to the whole story. And then just Catwoman's also going to hate us. But I'm going to be honest, even though Catwoman is, and pretty much always has been, Batman's main love interest. I mean, he's occasionally had other people. I'm not super into the Batman Catwoman ship. I am fine if he gets with somebody else. I'm just throwing that out there. But let me read a few more comments before we make this decision. But this is very intense. But again, Gallop, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Scarlett says to Rukov, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, I read that. Oak says, Logan, should I have said it so that you are Nora's dad? I'm not anyone in chat's dad. Scarlett said, one thing I also respect and fear about Gotham villains is that there's so many, and the majority of them were/are all really accomplished people in their fields. Like, they do be some, like, smart experts. on things like Victor Freeze, Jonathan Crane. It's just that they're also a little bit crazy and do bad things. Scarlett said, no more apologizing. I won't even apologize for apologizing. So thank you, Scarlett. Queen Gita said, the Mies are doing great on my island. Finally added a cute picnic area with tables and umbrellas. Everybody keeps turning off the street lamps though. And then Scarlett says, lol. Queen Gita said, there is one me, Vera knows who the me is, that keeps just flipping the lights on and off several times in one day. And Bubba said, that reminds me, comics had clickbait long before the internet existed. Oh, that is true. Because, okay, here's another bit of trivia before we get back in the game. There was a period of time, mainly in the Silver Age of comics, where this is how, especially DC Comics, how they would write a story. They would say to the artist, hey, draw me a cover that is just absolutely ridiculous looking. And it'd be like, okay, here's a cover of Superman chopping off Jimmy Olsen's head. There we go, Superman chopping off Jimmy Olsen's head. There you go. And the writer would go, okay, now we got to come up with a story to justify why Superman would ever chop off Jimmy Olsen's head. And like, that's what they would do. They would just have these outlandish covers that'd be so crazy. And then they would come up with like some big long story to justify why it would ever get to the point where the thing on the cover would happen. And I kind of love it. So you're absolutely right, Bumbo. Queen says, too soon, Logan. Scarlett said, why'd you have to remind me of Jason's death? Well, he got better. Vera said, I'm sadly the kind of person to get sick reading in the car. Aw, well then don't read in the car. Stay healthy. Queen says, Wonder Pets, they're on their way. Scarlett said, I'm the type that can find a way to sleep anywhere as long as I really want to / feel like it. Oh, that I cannot do. I wish I could. Vera said, same. I'm a big sleepyhead. Oak says, same. Scarlett said, ended up spending most of a 4-hour layover doing so. Yes. Queen Gita says, cheese the cops. And Atlantic says, yo, yo. And Scarlett says, whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. And then to Rukov, hope you're able to sleep. Okay. We should get back into this. Oh, and I also got to check YouTube chat. Sorry. Dura says, oh my gosh, that's incredible. Knowing this game. Oh, talking about the Popeye phone? Yeah. Knowing this game, that's possibly Scarecrow. Despite not knowing much about him at all. Again, yeah, that is possible. This game does seem to to be doing a thing where it's like the villains before they become the villains, but I also feel like I don't want a supervillain to have a previous supervillain identity. The one possible exception being the Joker, who was a member of the Red Hood gang, and therefore a Red Hood before becoming the Joker. But if it's a Scarecrow, just be the Scarecrow, you know? That's what I feel like anyway. And let's see, Katrina says, no more timers, so kind of bye. Enjoy your Roblox again. Thank you for popping back in, Katrina. Dermot says, oh yeah, super yeah, I'm not going to say the word, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen that website, Dermo. Said where the cover just has characters acting completely out of character. The worst was Superman, yeah. Some of the famous ones, they're like actual ones where it's like Aquaman is like crawling around. It's like, I need water. And Superman's like, nope, not giving you water. Stuff like that. And it's like you have to come with a story to explain why Superman's being an absolute jerk to everybody. Okay. Bros before hoes. Because they're not going to kill Catwoman. They're probably going to like shoot her and she'll get injured and she'll run off, be like, I hate Batman and I'll be the main bad guy this now. But we gotta save our bro. Oh, slow motion. Who do I save? My hoe or my bro? Oh, it's so slow motion. Oh no! Oh no! Save Harvey! Save Harvey! Yeah!
Mr. Dent.
Yeah, and you still have one face. Oh, now she has two shoulders. Running. Hey! Cha-cha-chow! See, I saved her! I mean, she got injured, but I saved her. I did it! I'm the hero Gotham does. Oh, she's mad at me. She's mad at me. I saved you!
Where's the maniac in the mask?
Oh, Penguin's got away. Oh, and I'm gonna be able to analyze this. So are we, but I'm kind of bummed. We're never gonna get to see him as Two-Face now. I think we un-Two-Faced him. We perma-one-faced him. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to look up after the stream like what he would have looked like as Two-Face. And again, I hope if it is just like a scar on the side, then I'll be like,
Mayor
it's good.
Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
Yeah.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Did she say Penguin? At least she pronounced it better than Benedict Cumberbatch.
The Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was
I'm Two-Face now. I got a black eye. I'm gonna get a coin with one scarred side and let it decide all my choices. I am Two-Face.
Released to the public.
I Two-Face.
Mr. Wayne,
Lieutenant.
He's lucky, you know. Could have been much worse if the Batman hadn't been there.
He could have 2 faces.
But there's still
maybe
scars.
Maybe even 3, 4, 5. He could have so many faces. Can't even count the number of faces this guy could have. He's a big guy.
Did you see her? Oh, look for the blood. There. Come on. She can't have got far.
Yeah, so she's gonna fill whatever role Two-Face would have
representing Bruce Wayne
and be like a bad guy.
No comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
What was that little shake thing you did there? Episode 2, Children of Arkham. Achievement unlocked. Narrow margins. Completed Chapter 6 of Episode 2. By the way, we're almost at the 2.5 hour mark, so maybe we will wind down a little bit early tonight. Anybody got some raid suggestions? Let me read some in the chat, and then we'll compare our choices to other people. Oh, actually, I don't think this is copyrighted music, so we can probably just leave the credits a-rolling. Magpie says, pretty sure Bill Finger is now required to be added onto all Batman-related comics. You can see the shift in the comics sometime in the 90s. That's nice. I do like that. I know that they've had to do all sorts of extra credits. They had a weird issue where there was like a lawsuit with the character of Superboy as well, which is why at one point they killed off Superboy Connor Kent and then started calling Superboy Prime Superman Prime. But I think they got an agreement with the family of Siegel and Schuster, or like one of their families. I don't know which one. Magpie says, I have that old Neil Gaiman story, and in spite of Gaiman being a terrible person, that comic is good. And that's the thing, like, he's done apparently some awful things. I don't know like the full extent. I've never really looked into it, but I've heard he apparently did some really bad stuff. But like, setting that aside, dude, he's a very talented writer, good stories. Scarlett said they didn't sell Marvel DC comics back home for me, so I never got the opportunity to read them. Wait, so are you from outside the US, Scarlett? I could be wrong, because I'm very curious about that, Lynn. So did you read other types of comics? Vera said, the coy rejection is so cute. She's so cute. Oh, you talking about Catwoman? Yeah, she doesn't like us anymore. I totally fumbled that. Scarlett said, is that Catwoman? It is! Vera said, pretty sure, yeah. Vera said, pull up. Quick said, the original Lego Batman game. I remember playing one on the DS like years ago. Scarlett said, also, there's apparently a character in DC that's kind of like a more mean/evil stereotypical rich guy Bruce. I've forgotten the character's name. Is it, what's the guy's, something Stag? He's a villain, I believe, of Metamorpho, and I think he was all like a rich, wealthy guy. Or are we talking about Maxwell Lord? Because Maxwell Lord, like, was a good guy for the longest time, then Identity Crisis, or was it Identity Crisis that kind of made him evil for a while and was ahead of Checkmate, but then I think he went back to being basically a good guy. I think he's played by James Gunn's brother in the Superman movie, even though he looks nothing like James Gunn's brother. Quickly said, meanwhile, they refused to put a sale on Lego Star Wars collection I have my eyes on. I want the voiceless ones too, not the new one with the newer movies. I totally understand that. I totally get that. Vera said, you can never expect my sister to be awake this early. That's fair. But Vera, please tell your sister I would like some pudding. Scarlett says, lol, and Vera said, I'm saving my pudding for later. And then, how did he know it was us? Wait, a mirror! I see it. Oh, when we went, that's gotta be when we were in Mayor Hill's office, yeah? Quita said, yeah, Vera, there's a mirror. Scarlett said, I also love how he steadily keeps his persona as Bruce and his persona as Batman separate. I like that too. I like the early Batman, the animated series episodes, when, as Batman, you know, he has kind of the deeper Batman voice, but then as Bruce Wayne, he's kind of lighter and nicer. But then when we get into like the new Batman Adventures and Justice League, despite some really great episodes and storylines there, Batman and Bruce Wayne, like, the vocally are almost indistinguishable from each other. So I like that separation as well, Scarlett. Scarlett said, Gotham is the area that even the deepest of the trenches are afraid of. You can't live there and not be street smart. That's why Jason Todd stole the tires off the Batmobile. England said, doesn't that Scottish Smurf have a beard? That's one red/orange. So, oh, that was in one of the movies. I've actually never seen any of the Smurf movies. The most recent one, I just hated the whole, was it where Rihanna was playing Smurfette, and that was like the big thing, and they had influencer Smurf that there was such a backlash for. They wrote him out of it and turned him into just Vanity Smurf. Queen Kitty says, ad quote, I'm beard blind, I'm blue man blind, I'm blue man with a beard blind, I'm blue beard blind. And Vero adds the quote. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Derma says, I know the exact cover you're talking about. See, you know this, Derma. Thanks for having my back. Katrina says, now, actual bye. Thank you again for being here, Katrina. Bye. Have a good rest of your night. Okay, the credits are done in memory of Mark Neal. So let's review our choices. Did you ease Falcone's pain or make him suffer? You and 29.6% of players made Falcone suffer. Okay, so I am not in the majority on that. I feel like that wasn't a very consequential decision, though, because, like, he got killed right afterward. Maybe he would have given us more information if we were nice or something. Did you kiss Selena? You and 78.5% of players tried to kiss Selena. So no, we didn't kiss her. Nobody got to kiss her. Now she hates me. Did you visit Mayor Hill as Bruce or as Batman? You and 57.3% of players chose to visit Mayor Hill as Bruce Wayne. Honestly, it made more sense to do it that way. Did you withdraw your funding for Harvey's campaign? Why would we have? We're a billionaire. That would have been so petty and vindictive of us. You and 91.2% of players continue to fund Harvey's campaign. I assume that the final choice that we're going to see is who did you save, Harvey or Selena? And it's going to be like overwhelming majority are going to save Catwoman. Because of course you want to see Two-Face. And I'm already kind of regretting that we're not going to see him as Two-Face now. That we've rewritten canon. Oh, that's actually, it's only about 2-1. I would have imagined a much bigger split. You and 37.9% of players saved Harvey over Selena. Still made the wrong choice. But we're like in the Dark Knight where he was trying. Wait, no. It was the other way around, huh? It was the other way around. Never mind. I'm not going to say that because of spoilers, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, wait. There is our recap. So again, what does refresh mean? Does that mean like going back out to the main menu? No, because we still get to see the next time on thing, yeah? Oak says, dang, I added Vero and Nora to my island and they hate each other. I'll try my hardest to make Vero besties with Logan. Can you like choose common interests that we like both like Transformers or something like that? See, Oak says, Guga Foods fell in love with Jane Remover at first sight. So is Guga Foods, is that the person's name? Or is that the channel name? And Vera said, I don't want to be British. Oak says, oh, Logan, did you finish the last JJK episode? I did. It was like a really good episode. It was just, here's the thing. That was like a really well-paced episode. Lots of action, lots of good stuff. I mean, it wasn't like part of the main line going on with like Yuji Itadori and Megami Fushiguro. You know, because we're looking over at Yuta Okotsu. Is that how you say his name? But I feel like any other series, that episode would have been dragged out into like 3 episodes. And so it was so nice just seeing it do as like one really satisfying action-packed episode. That's what I thought anyway. Scarlett said it's Gotham. I'm not surprised. AMC says Logan Robo is the murderer. And then AMC with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, AMC. I will hydrate right now. Thank you, AMC. Because we are already at the 2.5 hour mark, I think we might wind down after this. Let's check out the scenes for the next episode here. Then we can also go out in the menu and see what this episode we just played would have been described as. And once again, if you got raid suggestions for the Twitch side, please let me know. Continue. Okay, this will be scenes from the next episode.
Next time on Batman, the Telltale series.
Telltale, not animated. It's doing a little music in the background.
Batman saved me. But I know this isn't over.
Oh, I got to keep the penguin mask.
People, Bruce.
They're super villains.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader.
I hope the masked leader doesn't turn out to be Joker. Again, I like the idea that the Joker used to be part of the Red Hood gang, had the Red Hood persona briefly, but I don't want him to have like another just weird bonkers identity before becoming the Joker.
With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is,
hey, Alfred.
Who's next?
I'm watching TV, Alfred.
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham, sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
What about you, Harvey One-Face?
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
I think he's worth smooching. You should smooch him. Catwoman won't anymore. Oh, Catwoman.
What do you want from me?
You know what I want.
Oh, she does want to smooch me. Okay, I thought she'd be mad.
Not for anyone.
She's probably like right about to betray me, and that's like, you know what I want, Flap. I want my data drive back to give to Pengers. I'm betraying you because you didn't save me. You treated me like an equal when I wanted to be a damsel in distress.
But don't worry, Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Okay, so we're gonna see more.
Bruce!
That's me. I'm Bruce. I am Bruce. Okay, so yeah, let's see what the previous episode would have been described as. The one we just did, episode 2, Children of Arkham. Oh, I forgot about the crowd play. But again, we didn't do episode 1 with crowd play, but that's so neat that they have that option. An old friend becomes a new adversary as Bruce learns more about the Wayne family legacy and Batman escalates the fight against crime and corruption throughout Gotham. I do, once again, I'm just gonna say one more time, I might say it more in future streams, I wish that they would have been able to tell this story without it having to retcon, like, Thomas Wayne into an evil villain. Because, like, if you can't tell the story without changing continuity and retconning stuff, then maybe your story doesn't deserve to be about these characters. You should just do a different story, you know? Maybe I'm alone in thinking that, though. AMC says most people don't remember good deeds. Well, Harvey, I think, will. Harvey will remember that. I hope. Scarlett said, I'm good. AMC said, my supervisor hates Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. Oh, as Catwoman. I was wondering, why were we bringing up Anne Hathaway? I thought she was fine as Catwoman. I do think that Tom Hardy's Bane, although fun to do an impression of, was a really dumb take on Bane. Okay, I'm gonna talk about another Batman thing here. I really feel like, and this might be a hot take, Heath Ledger's Joker did a lot of damage to superhero movies because it was such a wildly different take on the Joker. It was a very fascinating performance as the Joker, but very different than what you would expect, not a very non-traditional version of the Joker. And after that, everybody, whenever there's like a new character, especially a villain showing up, they're always like, what's gonna be the new take? Especially with the Joker. Like Jared Leto, awful Jared Leto. What's gonna be his take? When there was that cameo of him in the Matt Reeves Batman, what's gonna be the take on the Joker? The take should just be do the Joker. The character exists, just do it like that. And I feel like they do that with a lot of other characters. They do with Bane. It's like, Bane, what's gonna be the big take? Just do Bane as Bane. We don't need a new take on him. We just adapt the character. And so that's, anyway, just my opinion. Magpie says, I also like the mask, lol. AMC said, would Batman be a furry? He totally is. He's running around in his fursuit. Queen said, Logan, you should read the Batman Family webtoon. It's a great one. I mentioned before, I have read a little bit. My main complaint about it is that I mean, it is fun. It's very whimsical, and I love the whimsy. But I do feel like some of the characterization in it is a little bit flanderized. It's kind of like taking a character, and rather than portraying the character as that character actually is, it's portraying it as the, almost like a dumbed-down Tumblr version of it. That people who don't really read the comics but are fans of the characters have assumed is the personality of the... You can see that a lot with, as I said before, my favorite Robin is Tim Drake. If you ever read a story where Tim is, like, obsessed with coffee, I see that a lot on, like, little Tumblr type of cartoons. It's like, that's not what he is. That's just, you're not a... But I do concur, it is adorable. It's fun. The art is super, super fun in the Batman Family webtoon. Crystal said, Harvey, don't die. Cricket said, I really hope the pause doesn't ruin the choice like the Walking Dead one. I was so worried when I hit pause and I saw that the choice boxes were appearing, but we were fine. Crisis averted. Phew. Crystal says, oh no. Quiggita says, save our man, save our bro, save the bro. Crystal says, homie. Quiggita said, the homie, he's our bro. Vera said, I'm on bro team. Crystal said, bros before hoes. Logan, bros before hoes. Eglin said, bros before hoes. Crystal said, that's z. Oh, Zone Zenless Zero. That was the one that Gallup was playing in that clip. Quiggita says, bro. I'm glad that you guys are with me on saving Harvey here. Plus, like, Catwoman is a kick-butt fighter. We should have been able to trust that, you know, you can handle yourself against a few goons. Yeah, she took, like, a gunshot, but she made it out of there fine. She didn't get turned into a Two-Face. Quiggita said, gotta do it for the bro, save the bro. Vera said, that scared me, lol. Crystal said, Logan, bros before hoes, please. Vera said, well, that's his decision. Crystal said, well, that's true. Magpie says, as long as you prefer Catwoman over Talia, you're forgiven. If not, then I'll be very upset. I feel like the character of Talia al Ghul has kind of been ruined by certain storylines. I feel like she used to be a perfectly legitimate romance option for Batman. I feel like that is not really the case anymore. Gallup says, stream was good. I need sleep now. Thank you so much for the raid earlier, Gallup. I really appreciate it. Chris said, yeah, same Catwoman x Batwoman isn't really appealing to me. I'm not like put off by it. I'm fine with it being the canon ship of Batman. I do find it more interesting than, say, like Vicky Vale or what was her name, Silver St. Cloud, or like various other. But like Batman, for the most part, is not as focused on, I think, romance options as like Superman. You got to be Lois Lane. When they briefly broke the two of them up for the New 52, it sucked. It's like, don't hook them up with Wonder Woman. It's like, it's Superman and Lois Lane. I mean, if you break them up, at least bring in Lana Lang or something like that. But Batman is like, he's married to the job. I mean, in the comics, I guess he's like legally married to Selena Kyle at some point. Unless they annulled it. I don't know. Gallop says, Lurk, thank you again for the lurk and the raid, Gallop. Crystal said, take care, Gallop. Said, Logan, you're not our dad. I'm not your dad. Magpie said, trust the Telltale process. Logan, okay, we're gonna trust it. Maybe we'll still see Two-Face. But again, I'm just worried that it'll be like a scar like up on here rather than a full-on, I want a full-on side of his face with even if it's just a crisp line down the middle. Okay, for all the flaws of the Joel Schumacher Batman movies, there was one thing they did really good when they showed the origin of Two-Face, when they showed Tommy Lee Jones as Harvey Dent getting the acid splashed in his face by Boss Maroni. I like that he held up like a manila folder file to like guard his face, and it covered like half of his face, and that explained why there was such a crisp line. It's because it's like, oh, he held it up and missed that side of his face. That was like a really good subtle thing they did. Magpie says, Simon Stagg, that's his name, yes. Said, I think the merging tells you that Bruce has become more jaded. It shows a sort of evolution of the character in my opinion, but it's only good because it has the separation first. Maybe I do like the separation remaining though. I think it works better to make his dual life more believable so that people aren't just gathering. It's like, oh yeah, the big burly guy that talks and acts like Batman and is super rich, that couldn't be Batman, couldn't possibly be Batman. But that's just me though. But I see what you're saying, and that's an interesting point that you make there, Magpie. Magpie said, don't look up anything until after you finish the whole story. Telltale will always tell a story. Afterward though, I can look up what he would have looked like as Two-Face though, yeah? I just hope that, at this point, I kind of hope he looks bad so I don't feel bad about missing out on Two-Face. Said, refresh just refreshes the statistics in case they changed while you were looking away at them. Oh, okay, thank you very much, Magpie. Oh, because is it like live loaded up and so more people, did they just assume tons of people would be playing? Maybe like when it was first released. Maybe at that point it was still very dynamic, but I assume now they've probably settled into it. Eglin said, I love the pets you can give Mies. You can give them pets in Tomodachi Life? One of my Mies has a pet pig. She's so cute taking care of it. That is so cool. I have a favorite Mii, and it's an OC I haven't done anything with in probably a year. Quiggity said, same. One of my OCs canonically has a Siamese cat friend, so I'm gonna make that for her soon. Eglin said, I also like making specific pets for Mies. I gave Logan his cat Pepper. Oh, I have Pepper on your island. Oh, that is the best. I love that. Thank you so much, Eglin. I really, really appreciate that. Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. Coming in clutch with these. I will copy these over into my text file over here so we can check these out in a little bit. Thank you, Crystal. You're always the MVP of raid suggestions. Vera said, thank you for the very one-face stream. I do think that we should, the downside is we made sure to really foreshadow the Two-Face thing with like our, the slogan that we gave him, a new face for Gotham and stuff like that. But I do want to just start calling him One-Face now. I hope that's not annoying that I'm calling him One-Face. It amuses me. And I don't know if you guys have realized it. I say a lot of stuff that just amuses me. It's interesting. Every now and then I'll get like a comment on a YouTube short where somebody is like, well, like when I did the very recently the Poppy Playtime video when I was talking to the Lily Love Braids cutout, and I kept pressing the button over and over again, and she kept saying the same thing, and I did it because I thought it was funny and it was amusing me. And one person in the comments was like, "You don't have to keep pressing the button," and I'm like, I know. I'm not doing it because I think I have to. I'm doing it because it's tickling my funny bone. I'm doing it because I'm having fun. Because I like the whimsy. Magpie says, but also, and no offense to that person. Maybe the person just watches the streams for different reasons than I play them. Magpie says, but also changing the canon a little bit can be beneficial to keeping the story interesting. I just hate it when they do that by going, you know, this good guy, they're evil or dead now, haha, we're so interesting. Like, no, try making bad guys good or giving characters depth for once. I agree with that also. I really disliked, I'll give you an example of that. In the recent Ninja Turtles animated movie, although I enjoyed the movie very much, I really hated that Baxter Stockman dies in a flashback in the past. And it's like, so he never like met the Turtles. He never is like a character that they interacted with. It's like, what? No, that's, maybe it was because they hired Carlos Esposito, however you say his last name, to be the voice, and they're like, maybe we just can't afford to have him in more than one scene. But it was just very disappointing to me. Magpie says, big agree about Heath Ledger. Great performance. Did irreparable damage to comics. Yes! Magpie says, or that Redditor Riddler. Okay. Yes, I have such mixed feelings about Paul Dano's, that was the actor's name, right? Paul Dano's Riddler. I will just say this. There were a lot of things creatively that I disliked that were mainly scripting issues. On a performance scale, when he was, with the part where like Batman is like talking to him through like the glass thing, that was the first time I really felt like this is a crazy guy. So much of the time in movies, when they try to have someone who's quote unquote criminally insane, it's just a person who does bad things and laughs while doing it. And it's like, that's not a crazy person. But Paul Dano in that scene, it's like he felt like he was unwell, like mentally unwell, like he was actually crazy. And so I really appreciated that it's like, oh, this finally for the first time feels like it's not just, I'm saying I'm crazy because I'm evil. It's like, no, he is crazy. He needs like psychiatric help. Krista said, Heath Ledger, an amazing actor. Queen said, thank you for the very, we saved our bro stream. Krista said, thank you for the very bros before hoes, only one face stream. Magpie says, man, even Batman the anime series, I can't find any chemistry with Talia. People say there's chemistry, but she is nothing character to me. She's absolutely nothing. I think Catwoman is the best of the female romance options, but the dish is also pretty shallow for good ones. Wonder Woman, or I'm happy with her too. I do think that in Batman the animated series that Catwoman, like she's a good Catwoman in an animated series, and that is a very good romance option, Catwoman as well. I thought Talia was interesting, and I think more of her dynamics interest isn't so much on the chemistry as much as it is of just with her being a daughter of a supervillain. But I think you do have a point. Like there's no amazing chemistry there. Chris said, can I ask who is Talia? Okay, so you have the bad guy Ra's al Ghul, despite the fact that in Batman Begins and certain other media they call him Ra's al Ghul. I know it's spelled Ra's, R-A'-S, but like the creator of the character says it's pronounced Ra's al Ghul. I like that they even did a reference to that in, I think it was Batman Beyond, when Batman's talking to Terry McGinnis and he calls him like Ra's al Ghul. It's like, no, it's Ra's. But Ra's al Ghul, who is he was the main bad guy in Batman Begins. And he's a great villain. And Talia al Ghul is his daughter. And Ra's al Ghul's whole thing is that he is this basically like an ancient warlord type of a guy. He has a thing called the Lazarus Pit, which anytime he's on the verge of death, he takes a bath in it. Temporarily goes crazy, but it like extends his life. And Talia al Ghul is his daughter. And the whole thing is that Ra's al Ghul, he's doing all these horrible criminal and terrorist acts throughout the world. He has the League of depending on the continuity, either the League of Shadows or League of Assassins. In some continuities, he also helped train Batman. Very few continuities. But anyway, his whole thing is also he's looking for a worthy heir, and he sees Batman, and he knows he's Bruce Wayne, but he sees him and thinks he's a worthy heir, and basically wants him to hook up with his daughter, Talia. And at one point in the comics, he did. And that's where Damian Wayne comes from, is that, now, in some comics originally, she got pregnant naturally and had a baby. I think in some other ones, they're trying to do a thing where she like took his DNA and basically created a test tube baby with the both of them. But yeah, so she is Damian Wayne's mom. And not a great mom. Not a great mom. But anyway, I hope that explains it. Crystal said it's been a while since I've read/watched Batman, so I forgot the characters. Chris said, yeah, you can draw pets in Tomodachi Life. You can also design their clothes. Oh, wow. Queen said you can also draw TV shows and games for the Mies. Oak said, thank you for the very distracted stream. It made me smile. Eglin said you can custom make pets, items, houses, clothes, and a bunch of other things. Pretty much everything is customizable. And then Vera says, people hate whimsy. I love whimsy. Crystal says, unfortunately, TikTok isn't that whimsy. Lol. You know what I think it is? This will seem counterintuitive, but I think a platform's whimsy level is inversely proportionate to the number of young kids that use the platform. Because I think kids, like young kids, 13-year-old kids, are so concerned with like, I gotta prove that I'm all grown up and mature and I'm a serious person, that they reject whimsy. And then once you get to an adult, you realize, no, whimsy's fun. Magpie says, big agree about crazy. The Joker hasn't actually been crazy like ever. He's just a mean white guy. I feel like at this point, him being crazy is just an excuse for them to be able to explain why he hasn't been executed yet. Nora says, I'm here very briefly, but I'm about to go watch a movie. My eyes hurt sort of, but are just mainly really uncomfortable. Well, thank you for popping in, Nora. I don't know if you're still here, but I hope you're enjoying the movie. Magpie says, weird thing is, Arabic doesn't even have the H sound, I'm told. So, question mark? I have no idea what his name is about. I don't know. I'm just going with the creator of the character who said that's how it's pronounced. It's like, okay, well, then there you go. Crystal says, oh, then yeah, Catwoman is better than Talia. And Magpie says, but consider, Tumblr is usually thought of as being for young people, but is less angst and more whimsy, maybe. Oh, 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 18 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah, but now I'm behind on YouTube, so I gotta catch up over there. Derma says, I posted some covers in Discord. Oh, the Superman being a jerk covers. Said, yeah, you end up with everybody trying to be subversive and lose sight of the original character. Yes! Said, if you try the please everyone, please everyone, you'll entertain nobody. Okay, hang on. Right now, by the way, I do need to make sure that I'm remembering to do this. I got to copy our link tree over to both chats on both Twitch and YouTube. And gotta give anyone who's lurking the rundown on the channel. I don't think I've done that once tonight. I've not been a responsible streamer. So yeah, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are right now alternating between our main long game, which is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and this Batman Telltale series. I don't think we have enough time to start the next episode because we're like 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. But so that means tomorrow is Saturday. There's no stream tomorrow. Sunday, we're going to be picking up from where we left off last time in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. And Tuesday, assuming the schedule doesn't change between now and Monday when I post on Discord, Tuesday we'll pick up with the next episode of Batman the Telltale series. Let's go ahead on the Twitch side because we're going to wind down now and start populating a raid, and here is our raid message, so you can copy that over to your clipboard. I wonder if one of these days if I should make a new raid message or not. Oh, hang on, I just realized that one of the usernames, I usually don't say the username in case people don't want it on the VOD, but this interesting was Connect with Joker. I didn't pick that one because it had like twice as many viewers as this one, but maybe I should have for the Batman reference. Let's see. I gotta read a couple more comments in the chat though. Crystal says Tumblr is super whimsy. Vera says to Magpie, huh? Who? Wait. Who's the who? What? No. Eglin said, watch us somehow keep Logan at 3 hours despite winding down early. You guys kept me an extra 15 minutes just chatting. I should maybe do more just chatting streams. I don't know why anyone would tune in to watch them, but I just enjoy talking with you guys. Magpie says, Raish, sometimes pronounced Raish Al Ghul, who Logan was just talking about. And Vero says, aha. And then Nora says, I've just learned that your ears have holes much deeper than I originally realized. You could put a cotton swab a lot farther in your ear than I expect. Don't do that. That's bad for you. I think I've made a mistake and might be extremely damaging my ears. You probably are. Be careful. Vera said, bye-bye, friends. See you next time for Great Ace Attorney. Crystal says, connect with Joker. Picked that purposely just because the name. And Nora said, good night, everyone. Vera says, good night. Yes, thank you all for being here, everyone on Twitch. The raid's about to start, but I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. You make my nights wonderful. I don't deserve a community as amazing as you guys. You're phenomenal. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Over on YouTube, I see Dermo says, adios, need to head. Thank you for being here, Dermo, and anyone else who's been hanging out on YouTube. You guys are amazing and wonderful as well. I love and appreciate our it's still a bit smaller than Twitch, but still wonderful YouTube community. You guys are great. So anyone on YouTube or anyone who might be watching this VOD in the future, good night as well.